Welcome in here on Wilmington Wildcats Weekly. Once again brought to you by Breezer Construction Company. A big thank you to Breezer for stepping up and sponsoring each and every week of Wilmington Wildcats Weekly here during the 2017 season. Cats back at home for the third straight week. 1-1 on the year after the loss last week, 28-27 to Manteno. Westmont comes to town to take on the Wildcats here tonight in the opener for the small division of the Interstate 8. So it'll be interesting to see how this game goes together tonight, particularly how Wilmington responds to their first regular season loss in 29 straight games, I believe, at home. As a matter of fact, I better just look at that and make sure I'm getting that exactly right. Yep, 29 straight regular season wins at home until last week. And, of course, at some point, somewhere along the line, that streak has to come to an end. Wilmington very young this year, some sophomores and some guys who haven't played a whole lot of varsity football. So it kind of stands to reason that this would be the year that would kind of be the case. However, Wilmington teams, even young Wilmington teams, tend to grow up real quick. So we'll see kind of what happens from last week to this week and getting into that small division. Of course, you have Westmont tonight and then Peatone's next week, and you get right into battle for a conference championship immediately. So there's this game tonight. You don't want to take Westmont lightly for sure, but definitely Peatone looms on the horizon, and Peatone has been destroying some people, including a Manteno team that came in and beat Wilmington last week. So
that was a good, tough game last week, 28-27, and the lack of experience did show up on Wilmington, and their young quarterback has got a lot to learn. I tell you what, if he keeps advancing as fast as he's done so far, by the time he gets to the end of this year, he's going to be some quarterback.
Yeah, it's just overall this year. It's,
the whole group.
Yeah, it's just going to be a work in progress. That is what it is, and that's the reason why at the end of the game last week that Coach Reent said, we have some work to do, and just him as a coach has some things that need to be changed and do things a little bit differently. But really the key here is they're young. They're young. They're going to go through some growing pains. That just kind of is what it is. So as a fan, you just have to sit back and kind of let that thing play out. Hopefully through this year, by the end of this regular season, Wilmington will be going strong headed into the playoffs. That's the goal here in the next 3 or 4 games, to get that thing pointed in the right direction. But, of course, very young core here, so even in the future, next year and on, there's a lot here to look at. It's just, Wilmington's been used to, for so many years, just, go, go, go. And there's another group behind that, and there's another group behind that. Well, this is one of those times where you're going to have to be a little bit patient. So it's just one of those years. Not saying that this team can't accomplish some great things. They can, but they're going to have to grow up and just get some experience.
Yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see what they do. It's going to be interesting to see how the defense develops. That's a tough unit to have to put into shape quick, and with a lot of young guys on there, that makes it going kind of rough. But I'm kind of looking forward to the rest of the year. But we got Peatone next week.
Mm-hmm.
A very easy game, isn't it?
Right.
And then you got Coal City looming on the horizon. They just beat Lyle 14-7.
And
so you got
Lyle is there too,
and you got them to face. And I'm telling you, it's going to be a tough season.
We were talking about this before. That schedule this year is not particularly easy, especially for a young team. I mean, there's a lot of games there that aren't going to be easy games. I mean, in the past, you're used to Wilmington just kind of destroying everybody, and maybe there's 1 or 2 games where they're close, or like the Coal City game or something like that, you end up being close. But this year, it's a little different. So for me, in some ways, I kind of like that, because I like seeing adjustments, and I like seeing these guys grow up and kind of grow into their positions and see kind of where this is going to go in the future. As a coach and as a fan, though, and as a parent, you would like to see that just already be there. But as a person who's here in the booth just kind of watching that, there is something kind of new and unique and fresh about that, seeing a younger group trying to learn where to go and seeing them improve week to week. So,
well, they've been fortunate the last number of years, like running backs. They've gone from one running back one year to another great running back right on their tail.
Multiple.
Yeah,
I mean, two or three of them.
2 or 3. Now they've moved their last year's starting quarterback back to the running back. and he's taking on that toll and that position, and that's just how young everything is. It's got to go together. Westmont tonight, usually not a very strong team. They won 40-6 last week.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, they're 2-0 coming into this game. But the key question there is, what's the level of competition that you're actually playing? I mean, that's. But whether or not they're playing strong competition, you still got some wins. So
some of those Westmont teams of old would not have gotten that kind of a score.
No, that's true.
And so it's gonna be a fun time tonight. It's kind of nice on our schedule to have somebody come in Westmont that's not a powerhouse, get a chance to right the ship, get a chance to try a few things. We'd like to see him maybe give that quarterback a chance to pass a little bit.
I would. I think that's one thing tonight, and I have no idea. Matter of fact, I got stuck in a meeting on Wednesday, so I wasn't at Catbackers. I didn't get a chance to interview Coach Raintz, which is why you won't hear an interview on the pregame show tonight, and I apologize for that, but it was a meeting I couldn't get out of. But you'll hear from him tonight in the postgame for sure, and of course next week and going forward we'll have all those interviews. So I haven't had a chance to talk to him, and I don't know mindset going into this game, but me personally, I'd like to see get up by a few scores and then work on some of those things. Work in the passing game and try to work on some rhythm and some other things. It's a game tonight where you need that. Now, that doesn't mean you take Westmont lightly by any stretch of the imagination, because every team you have to come out and be strong against. But if you can have some room in there to work on some things, I think that would be very wise this early in the game.
Well, Keaton has shown that he can really put the ball down the field, and he's got quite a good arm. But they do need the chance to work a little bit on their timing in a game situation, and this could be the time to do it tonight. So you can start to get a second attack and not just be a one-headed dragon, but a two-headed against teams.
We'll see how that goes tonight. We'll take our first break of the night here on Wilmington Wildcats Weekly. When we come back, we'll tell you kind of what went down last week all over the place. And then a little bit later here on the pregame show, we'll get you set for all the games going on around the area tonight. And then, of course, this game with Westmont that's going to be starting up in about 12 minutes or so. All right, first break of the night. We'll come back in just a moment and recap some of the things that went on last week around the state. You're listening to Wilmington Wildcats Weekly, brought to you by Breezer Construction Company right here on the Christian Internet Sports Network. Breezer Construction Company is a proud supporter of Wilmington Wildcats football on the Christian Internet Sports Network. For over 40 years, Breezer Construction Company has led the way in providing quality construction to the industrial, utility, and pipeline industries. For more information on Breezer Construction Company, go to breezerconstruction.com. That's breezerconstruction.com. Or call 815-521-0900. When you need the very best representation on your side, the attorneys and staff at Odekirk Allred & Associates are here to help with extensive professional experience in cases involving criminal defense, divorce, custody, personal injury, residential real estate, and driver's license reinstatement. Odekirk Allred & Associates and its diverse team is prepared to commit personalized attention and aggressive representation to achieve positive outcomes for your most stressful legal issues. Odekirk Allred & Associates has a team of highly skilled attorneys from the area, including Wilmington locals. Odekirk Allred & Associates takes pride in its communication skills and unmatched reputation for success. Contact Odekirk Allred & Associates at 815-740-1700 or stop by their new office location in Wilmington at 1095 South Water Street for your free consultation today. Quigley Technology Services is your local source for computer help. They have built numerous websites, including ours, here at the Christian Internet Sports Network. Quigley Technology Services also specializes in virus removal, so your computer will get back to full speed now. And you can trust them for first-class computer repair, including free local pickup and delivery, plus on-site service, including after hours. Contact Quigley Technology Services at 815-293-7844 or stop by at quigtech.com. That's QUIG tech.com. Back here on the Christian Internet Sports Network as we roll through Wilmington Wildcats Weekly, brought to you by Breezer Construction Company. Some of the results from last week as the pregame show rolls on. Of course, Manteno defeated Wilmington here last week, 28-27. Westmont comes into tonight's game with a 40-6 win over Chicago Tech. Some other scores around the I-8. Coal City defeated Lisle 14-7, so Lyle's got things kind of put together this year. Plano 22-0 over Harvard. It was Piatone 53-14 over Streeter. Herscher defeated Clifton 69-34 last week. Richmond Burton a 7-6 winner over Sandwich a week ago. And some other scores around the area. Wilmington's fresh off team a 31-14 winner over Manteno. Morris defeats Washington 21-10. Immaculate Conception actually lost to St. Lawrence 26-23 and also lost their starting quarterback for what might be the entire year. So that was a big loss for them last week. By the way, Olivet defeated Lindenwood in college football 39-14. That's where Mason Southall goes. He completed one of two passes for 36 yards and actually carried the ball 8 times for 50 yards.
Good.
So 39-14. It's the first time, by the way, and I know this because I graduated from Olivet, it's the first time since 2005 that ONU is 2-0 in a football season. So think about that one for a minute.
All right.
And I believe we're going to have a national anthem here in just a second, so we'll take another break. When we come back, we'll go around the week's schedule for Friday night here in the state of Illinois for high school football and kind of get you set for the scoreboard show from later tonight. So we'll take a break while they do the anthem. We'll be back with all of the schedule for Friday night football here in just a moment. You're listening to Wilmington Wildcats Weekly, brought to you by Breezer Construction Company here on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
Phelan Acres Bible Church is the perfect place if you are looking for a church to call home. They have services every week, including Sunday school at 9:45, morning worship at 11, and Wednesday night prayer meetings at 7. Phelan Acres Bible Church is located at 26009 Willow Lane in Wilmington, Illinois. And for more information, call 815-476-7818. That's 815-476-7818. If you're looking for more information on Wilmington Wildcats football, then check out the Catbackers every Wednesday at 7 at Tuffy's. Each week, Coach Reentz goes over game film, takes questions from the audience, and presents the Offensive and Defensive Player of the Week awards. Plus, you'll get to hang out with other Wildcat fans and get the inside scoop on next week's game. So be sure to check out the Catbackers every Wednesday at 7 at Tuffy's. If you need something done around your house, chances are Beth's Busy Bees can get it done. They specialize in residential and commercial cleaning, but they can also do lawn care, small home remodeling and repair jobs, and even things like caregiving. Beth's Busy Bees is a small family-owned business, and they will treat you right every time. Call 815-685-9111 for Beth's Busy Bees today.
Back here in Wilmington Wildcats Weekly, brought to you by Breezer Construction Company. About 6 minutes away from our opening kick here tonight. Schedule from around the area. First of all, in the Interstate 8, Coal City at 2-0 will be on the road at Streeter tonight. They are 1-1. Sandwich at 0-2, but off a tough couple of opening losses. Sandwich 0-2 at Manteno tonight, 1-1 on the year. Seneca at 2-0 will be at Lisle. Lisle at 1-1 on the season. Herscher, a 2-0 team at Plano, who is 1-1 on the young season. Braidwood Reed Custer at 0-2 will be at Piatone. Good luck to the Comets in that one. Piatone 2-0 on the year. Some other games around the area of note. Elmhurst Immaculate Conception at 1-1 will host Elmwood Park tonight. Elmwood Park's actually 2-0 on the year. Joliet Catholic at 1-1 will host Chicago St. Patrick. They are at 0-2 on the year. Morris, a 2-0 start this year, will host Quincy Notre Dame, who is 1-1, and Bishop Mack, 1-1 team with a loss to Immaculate Conception, is neutral with St. Lawrence tonight, who just beat Immaculate Conception. So some interesting games going on around the area. By the way, we talked about college football and some guys that are taking part in that. Loras College, a 41-9 winner over Elmhurst last week. Sam Jones got to play and was credited with making a tackle, so good to see him in a game there. St. Francis of Joliet will take on St. Francis of Fort Wayne. That game is actually, I believe, Saturday at 11 a.m. Imagine that, how confusing that is. St. Francis playing St. Francis. Loras College will host Aurora University at Dubuque, Iowa on Friday. I'm assuming, that, again, that's Saturday. It says Friday, but Saturday at 1. Olivet will be at Siena Heights in Michigan on Saturday at noon Eastern Time. And Wilmington Fresh Soft Team will take on Ottawa Marquette's JV Monday, September 11th at 5:30. So that's kind of what's going on there. So interesting schedule tonight, highlighted by a couple of good games around the area. For one, Herscher at 2-0 taking on Plano. That could be a good matchup at 1-1.
That would be a really good game to watch.
Actually, Sandwich and Mantino. I realize Mantino is 1-1 and Sandwich is 0-2, but both of those teams I think are a little bit better than what those records would say. And even Seneca at 2-0 taking on Lyle at 1-1. That could be an interesting matchup tonight.
I think Sandwich was just lost by 1 point last week, 7-6 or something like that. They've represented the IE very well. So we've got some interesting things happening. And hey, how about that St. Francis versus St. Francis? I wonder if they got the same colors.
I don't know, but that would be awfully confusing if you ask me. I'm going to open up this door just a second here so I can get a little bit of sound when things start happening here in a moment. About 3 minutes away from opening kick here tonight in an odd turn of events that I can't remember seeing before. Westmont is in their home maroon uniforms with white numbers and gold trim. Wilmington is also in their home uniforms, which happens to be all purple with the white numbers. They'll have that paw print on one side of the helmet and the number on the other. I don't really remember the last time that I saw that at a high school game, but especially when the Fresh Soft game, they were wearing white.
Yeah, they were.
Uniform.
That's true.
Which is...
If you now, all the time I grew up and all my younger years and also, the home team always wore white. And
right, it's kind of flipped. Football is different, though, because football you always wear you usually have always worn.
Well, anymore they wear their school colors on a home field now. They didn't used to be all white on home field.
Basketball's still that way, though. Most home teams are white.
That's true. So, basketball is still that way.
It's weird. So here come the motorcycles down into the end zone, right down through the hill, actually leading the Wildcats down through that thing. And there's going to be a ton of motorcycles tonight. I bet there's upwards of 20 of them down there. And then, of course, the Cats will run down through the woods and onto the field. We'll have fireworks going off out behind the visitors' stands. And, hopefully the fans keep this thing ramped up a little bit here. I know Westmont's not always the biggest draw for Wilmington fans, but this team really needs to get something kick-started here tonight, if at all possible. So
I'm hoping their offense gets a place when they get their timing down real well, and the defense gets a little bit hitting under their belt. Here comes our fireworks.
So music's playing, the fireworks are going off, and the Wildcats are nowhere to be found.
No, they certainly aren't.
So here they come down through the woods and through the motorcycles, down to the run-through, all the way out to the 35-yard line.
Man, they're running full steam ahead.
The fireworks go off in the distance as well. And the Cats, maybe a little bit more dramatically this time around, wait a few extra seconds to come down the hill, and I kind of like it. Let the music get going, let the fireworks get going, and then make your way out onto the field. So still looks like, by the way, really good crowd tonight. That's good to see all the way around here. And we'll see if Wilmington can kind of get things kick-started and get it back on track for Week 3. Well, big thank you to Breezer Construction Company for sponsoring Wilmington Wildcats Weekly. We do appreciate that each and every week. That'll bring this pregame show to a close, but we do appreciate them stepping up and sponsoring things this year. And let's see what Wilmington does here to get week 3 underway at 1-1 on the season, the opener of the small division of the conference. So we'll see how this first quarter goes here after a loss last week.
Yeah, this is actually the first conference game of the year. So.
Well, now there's a haze in the field from all the smoke from those fireworks off in the distance.
That's almost what I just said. I was going to say. Yeah, look at the smoke out here. Not a lot of wind, and so it's kind of hanging around.
Well, the interesting thing for Westmont is they had that fresh, soft game that just happened, and I don't think any of them dressed for varsity. There are, what, 22
I think
dressed
22.
out for varsity?
I think so.
And I don't think there was much more than that for first off,
Yeah.
if that meant.
In fact, I don't think there was that many in first off.
So Wilmington will tee up the ball at the 40-yard line.
About 20 in first off.
As Trey Shaw, speaking of young, Trey Shaw, freshman, kicking for Wilmington this year.
Oh.
I mean, all across the board, it's either young or inexperienced.
Yeah, you know, he had that one hit the pole last week, and that's that close to having a tie game.
So Troy Schleicher back deep for Westmont, the junior standing back at his own 15-yard line as Trey Shaw will approach, kicking off right to left to get week 3 underway.
Nice kick.
In this football season, taken at the 15-yard line by TJ Boyser up the near side, and he will be slammed to the ground at the 25-yard line, and that's where Westmont will start 1st and 10. Westmont in those uniforms that remind me a lot of the Washington Redskins. Same basic color, and a lot of Morris, too, in that.
Oh. I thought TJ looked kind of small out there. He is a senior, but he's only 5'9", 150.
Well, let's see what this Wilmington defense does off of giving up a bunch of big plays to Westmont last week. We'll see how they rebound. Out of the shotgun for Westmont here, a receiver moving to the far side, which will make it trips, and we have a legal procedure on the Sentinels. By the way, Brenton Baldwin, 5'10", 145-pound senior at the quarterback position tonight for the Sentinels. And for Wilmington, taking over those middle linebacker duties this year is Josh Jones, who's also the fullback for the Cats. Up front for Wilmington, Andrew Gramlich, along with Blake Geis. Jake Hill up there on that defensive line, as is Grant Imhoff to start things here tonight. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 back to the near for Westmont, and that receiver in motion to the far side. 1 lone setback, snap back to Baldwin, fires over the middle, and he overshot everybody. That pass was intended for Jaden West out at the 40-yard line, and good coverage there from Jacob Rodewald, one of those sophomores on this Wilmington team.
And I do believe Sentinels are used to putting the ball in the air, too.
So you got Rodewald on one side, Matteo Lombardi on the other, and back deep for the Cats is Connor Dempsey along with Rodewald, who comes back to the near side. On the far side on defense is John Golson out there on an island. Pass comes near side, caught at the 25, out across the 30, and the receiver stepped out of bounds. He's still running up the sideline, but they're going to call him out of bounds around the 30-yard line or so. That pass is completed to Michael Thompson, the 6', 165-pound junior.
Good for 10 yards.
So bring up 3rd down and 5 for the Sentinels. 11:47 to go opening quarter. No score here from Reed Stadium at Becker Field. One of those weird years where you get 3 home games in a row. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far. And that receiver in motion back to the near side again as they overload the short side of the field. Handoff goes up the middle to Troy Schleicher, and that won't go anywhere. And it'll bring up 4th down for Westmont.
They're going to call it. Boy, I didn't think he got the back line of scrimmage, but they said he did.
Excuse me. So back for Wilmington is Brock Bolzer. 5'9", 165-pound senior for Wilmington.
You kind of surprised at that call?
I am a little bit, although Westmont's going to have difficulty no matter what, I think, tonight. But, yeah, running against Wilmington is probably not going to work too well.
Yeah, I like the way they set up that pass they did before. Put a guy out in the flat, safe pass, and let him get turned loose with the ball.
Boy, Westmont having all kinds of difficulties, even getting the right personnel out there, and it's a delay of game. And I want to tell you something. They weren't even close to having the right personnel on the field. So that will back it up to 4th down and 10 as the ball goes back to the 25-yard line now. Looks like Gavin Carr back to punt for Westmont. And the kick here comes near side, and it's not going to go very far, although it does take a favorable roll. It hit at the 40 and rolls all the way out to midfield. So they end up getting about 25 yards out of the punt, even though it only went about 15 in the air. And the Cats will take over 1st and 10 from midfield. Again, just like the Wilmington defense, who got off to a decent start, Wilmington's offense needs to do the same. So Keaton Hopwood, the 6'1", 158-pound sophomore, will get Wilmington set to go here tonight. And with a short field here, hopefully the Cats get off to a quick start. So 1st and 10 for the Cats from midfield, as Wilmington will set up in that standard double wing formation. Connor Dempsey on one side, Matteo Lombardi on the other, and Josh Jones at fullback. Lombardi off the right side, not a whole lot of room. Will pick up about 3 yards or so. Bring up 2nd and 7 for Wilmington.
Yeah, that was nice defense. The front guys stood up the line very well, and the linebacker come up and make the play. And nice job stopping Lombardi.
So Jesse Cox, Andrew Gramlich, Blake Geis, all up front here for Wilmington tonight, as is Jake Hill on that far side. Trying to pick up the other couple here for you. Handoff comes near side. Dempsey inside the 45, down near the 40. And it will be close to a Wilmington 1st down. Also up front, Devin Hicks for the Wildcats. And William Van Dyne in there as well. 1st and 10 for Wilmington from the 40-yard line of Westmont. Under 10 minutes to go opening quarter with no score here.
Is that Connor?
So 1st and 10 from the 40 of Westmont. Everything packed into the double wing again. Handoff goes up the middle to Jones, and Josh pushes ahead down to the 36-yard line, maybe the 37 of Westmont. Give them 4. It'll bring up 2nd down and 6 for Wilmington from the 36-yard line of Westmont.
If you need a yard or two, give the ball to Josh Jones. He's a truck coming through there.
It's basically like another offensive lineman out of the backfield. He's a large individual, 6 foot, 220 pounds.
Boy, have that running at your full steam ahead.
Again, back to the double wing. Lombardi and Dempsey. Handoff went to Jones again on the fullback dive, and he gets inside the 35, down near the 33-yard line. We'll get close to 3 yards. We'll call it 3rd down and 3 for the Cats. Ball at the 33-yard line of Westmont, as Wilmington trying to keep this first drive alive.
Yeah, this is very important for Wilmington to establish themselves in this first series here.
So 3rd down and 3 for Wilmington at the 33-yard line. Pitch back to Lombardi. He is going to have the 1st down and churns ahead down near the 25-yard line of Westmont. Give him a gain of close to 8 and a Wilmington 1st down. And we have time called here by the head official. They are going to reset the play clock. I'm not really sure what this
I don't know.
official is waiting on. Maybe it might be an equipment thing for Westmont. So they run the clock here. 1st and 10 for Wilmington at the 25 of Westmont. Handoff goes to Dempsey, and he is met and dropped at the 25-yard line. That is a really nice play by Tanner Plowman, 6 foot, 210-pound senior for Westmont.
He was standing right there in that defensive end position, never had to move left or right a single step. And Connor ran right smack into him head on.
2nd and 10 for the Cats. Ball at the 25 of Westmont now. Again, back to the double wing. Hopwood under center. He'll hand it off far side. Lombardi inside the 25 to the 20 and gets close to the first down. Picked up maybe 9 on the far side. Finally forced out of bounds by TJ Boyser, and it will be 3rd down and a yard for the Cats.
He's got good quickness, nice speed right off the bat.
Well, and that's a little bit different for Wilmington there. Instead of going that wing back just off tackle, they sent Mateo all the way around the end to the outside, trying to do something a little bit different.
Yeah. You know, I don't know if you were, I was sitting and hoping that they would go outside those tackles a time or two here.
All right, so Hopwood back under center, 7:17 to go in the first quarter, 3rd down and a yard. Handoff comes near side, plenty of room inside the 10, 5, touchdown, Connor Dempsey. And Wilmington will take a 6-0 lead with 7:10 to go in the first. Well, again, they went outside with Dempsey to a Lombardi on the far side. Dempsey comes back near side, gets around the corner, and scoots into the end zone. And Wilmington's offense starts off strong tonight with a good touchdown drive of 50 yards.
Good play calling by our offensive coordinator. They had run left and right on the inside between tackles all that time, and then they came wide right and then wide left. And as the defense bunched in, they went right around them.
Yeah, Barry using a couple of different plays there to kind of open things up a little bit without passing the ball. So it's snap back. The kick is good by Trey Shaw. It's a nice looking snap and hold as well. 7-0 Wilmington, 7:10 to go opening quarter. Take a break, come back with more Cats football in just a moment on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
Warren's Collision Center is your hometown body shop. Your vehicle will get expert care with their drive-on frame rack and in their Bink spray booth. Warren's offers free estimates, pickup and delivery service, and they will get you set up with a loaner car while yours is in the shop. Warren's Collision Center is located at 242 North Front Street in Braidwood, or online anytime at warrenscollision.com. That's warrenscollision.com. Warren's Collision Center, where they care beyond the repair. Teresa's Family Styling Salon in Wilmington is an all-ages salon that will style your hair for that special look. They offer cuts, perms, and coloring for any fashion. They also carry Paul Mitchell and Brocato products. Teresa's Family Styling Salon is located in the Southgate Plaza in Wilmington, and you can call for an appointment at 815-476-1955. That's 815-476-1955.
So the kick taken far sideline across the 25 to the 30 and out near the 33-yard line. And that's where Westmont will begin 1st and 10. 7:03 to go here in our opening quarter. So again, Westmont didn't really do much of anything on their first offensive drive of the game. We'll see what they do here. Spread formation, trips receivers to the near side, 2 to the far. Out of the shotgun as Baldwin takes the snap, fires near side, caught at the 30, 35, 40, and out across the 45-yard line. It'll be enough for a first down. In fact, a gain of 13 on the pass play to Michael Thompson. They basically ran that bunched formation of trips receivers to the near side and just used it effectively as a wide receiver screen is really what that play was. 2 receivers to the far side, 2 back to the near. Baldwin out of the gun with one running back to his left. Wilmington rushing 5 here. Pass caught near side across midfield and down to the 49-yard line of Wilmington. A gain of 6 yards. Bring up 2nd and 4. Michael Thompson on the reception that time around. I mean, for Westmont, if you can do that right there, that's pretty effective.
You know, that kind of offense, it's not leaving the Wilmington Wildcats time to get to the quarterback. It's a real quick pitch out to the flats.
Now trips receivers to the far side. Dropping back is Baldwin. Fires left side, incomplete. He had a receiver open. That was Jaden West down at the 35 of Wilmington.
I'm telling you, they've got the possibilities of moving the ball.
Jacob Rodewald was uncovered, but he was 2 or 3 steps behind. It'll bring up 3rd down and 4 for the Sentinels from the Wilmington 49-yard line. One receiver to the far side, one back to the near. Baldwin out of the gun with one running back to his right on 3rd and 4 from the Wilmington 49. And handoff will be close to a first down, but I don't think Troy Sliker has it. He got the handoff off that left side, and he will pick up 3 yards or so and bring up 4th down and a yard for the Sentinels. And if you're Westmont, why not?
Oh, yeah.
Might as well go ahead and try that. Fourth down and a yard for the Sentinels. One receiver to either side. Out of the gun is Baldwin. And he will try to keep it himself, and he's not going to get anywhere near the first down marker. Matter of fact, he probably lost a yard as Wilmington was ready for that. Combining on the tackle was Cameron Harbor and Andrew Gramlich. And Wilmington's defense holds again. And Keaton Hopwood and the Wildcats offense will once again get a short field. They will start at their own 48-yard line.
I was a little surprised at that call. He was deep for the snap, and then hesitated before he took off.
Back to the double wing for Wilmington again. As Hopwood under center. Handoff goes to the fullback. Jones breaks free inside the 40 to the 30, 25. Drags a defender inside the 20, all the way down to the 16-yard line before he's tackled by T.J. Boyser. A gain of 36 yards or so, and Wilmington will have it 1st and 10 from the 16 of Westmont. Under 6 minutes to go in the quarter. Boy, that's Josh just being a load and too much to bring down.
Yeah, he doesn't have the breakaway speed, but boy, he's a power engine.
So back to the double wing. In motion, Lombardi. He'll get the handoff. Right side. Breaks a tackle inside the 5. Touchdown, Wilmington. Mateo Lombardi breaks a tackle and cruises into the end zone. 16-yard touchdown run from Mateo Lombardi. And Wilmington leads it 13-0. 5:35 to go opening quarter. As Trey Shaw will come on to attempt the extra point here. So once again, Jones to snap. John Golson on the hold, and the kick is no good, wide right off the foot of Trey Shaw. So it'll stay 13-0 Wilmington. 5:35 to go opening quarter. We'll take a break. Back with more Cats football in just a moment here on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
Ricchetti's Cafe and Pizzeria in Coal City is all about relaxing with family and friends while sharing an authentic Italian festival of food. They are the home of the Chicago-style deep dish pizza, but they also have a full menu, including pastas, burgers, salads, and more. Check out all of their daily specials, too, online at ricchettis.net. Ricchetti's Cafe and Pizzeria is at 375 South Broadway in Coal City, and they are open till midnight or later every night. Stop in for an authentic Italian experience at Ricchetti's. Pro Real Estate is a family-owned business established in 1983. Its staff and sales agents work in all areas of real estate sales, from first-time homebuyers to experienced investors. Located at 506 South Water Street in Wilmington, clients are welcome to stop by to discuss their real estate needs or visit our website at pro-homes.net. For a private consultation, contact us at 815-476-7916.
And this kick taken inside the 20, now out across the 30, and finally out to the 32-yard line. And Westmont will start their 1st and 10. 5:29 to go opening quarter. So far, Wilmington has been impressive on both sides of the ball. The defense has made a couple of nice stops. The offense has gone straight down the field twice, which is what you want to see out of a team after a loss last week. And for Coach Reintz, kind of thinking what's going to happen here. We had a 29-game home winning streak, and that's been snapped now. So how is this group going to respond? Well, quite obviously tonight they're ready to play some football.
Oh, let's start another 29 one.
I'd be fine with that. Snap back, and the pass completed near side across the 30, 35, out near the 38-yard line. That was a nice block downfield, by the way, by Ishmael Cone. Pass was actually caught by Jaden West. Connor Dempsey ended up making the stop, but not before a gain of 8. Bring up 2nd and 2 for the Sentinels. I agree with you. I think they're perfectly capable of moving the football.
Yeah, they'll stay with that kind of game plan. They can move it.
Again, shotgun, 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. Pass over the middle is caught. That's a nice-looking throw. Out to the 48-yard line. It will be a gain of 9 yards to Jaden West, and it will be a 1st down. Westmont 1st and 10 from their own 47.
I think they've been used to putting quite a few yards up every week, and it looks like I can see how.
So again, out of the gun, trips receivers to the near side. Pass caught across midfield down to the 47-yard line of Wilmington. It was caught by Michael Thompson, who manages to get a good 6-7 yards basically out of that reception. And that's really, for the Sentinels, that's all you have to do. Little passes over the middle, some screen passes to the outside.
Wilmington's got to bring their defenders on their outside receivers up and meet them because they're just going out in the flats, and Wilmington's playing soft off of them.
Now they'll fake that pass, and they'll go deep down the sideline. Caught all the way down to the 20-yard line of Wilmington. 25-yard, make that 26-yard pass play. Caught by Jaden West off the pass from Brenton Baldwin. And Westmont has it 1st and 10 from the Wilmington 21-yard line. They faked that wide receiver screen, and West just took off up the sideline, and a pretty nice pass from Baldwin.
Yeah, it froze the defender enough that he got a couple steps on him and dropped it right in there.
1st and 10 from the 21. Baldwin's going to keep it. That is a really nice play. Coming up to make the tackle is Grant Imhoff, did not buy the fake. And a loss on the play of at least a yard as Baldwin tried to keep control of the football, and Imhoff was not buying that. 2nd and 11. Now back out to the 22 of Wilmington. 2 receivers to the far side, 2 to the near, 3:45 and counting to go in the first quarter. 1 receiver now to the far side, making it trips. Pass to the near side, incomplete. Goes off the hands of Michael Thompson. And he was down to the 15, and I'm telling you, that was just a makeable pass, too.
Yeah, that was just thrown a little above his reach. If it had been on target, he'd have had a nice gain there, maybe a touchdown. Their passing game is quite good so far. And the thing about it is they don't take a long time, so it doesn't give Wilmington a chance to get back there and harass them either.
Again, 2 receivers to either side. Out of the shotgun is Baldwin. He'll take the snap, looks right side, fires into the middle of the field, and I don't know if Alex Murata just got lost or didn't realize the pass was coming to him or what, but it sails over his head incomplete, and they'll bring up 4th down and 11. It was down around the 5, and he just looked shocked that the ball was even thrown in his direction.
Yeah. Yep. Still like you'll see another one of those passes out in the flat again.
So 4th and 11 for Westmont from the 22 of Wilmington. Trips receivers to the near side, 2 to the far. Baldwin again out of the shotgun. And we have a timeout to Wilmington. 3:33 to go, opening quarter, as the Wildcats take their first timeout of the night.
Well, Westmont had 3 guys out wide right. Wilmington had 2 defenders out wide right. So they had to get that timeout called so they could get their defense straight.
All right, we'll take a break, come back, see what Westmont has planned for 4th and 11 in just a moment. You're listening to Cats Football on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
Breezer Construction Company is a proud supporter of Wilmington Wildcats football on the Christian Internet Sports Network. For over 40 years, Breezer Construction Company has led the way in providing quality construction to the industrial, utility, and pipeline industries. For more information on Breezer Construction Company, go to breezerconstruction.com. That's breezerconstruction.com. Or call 815-521-0900.
3:33 to go, opening quarter. Wilmington leads at 13-0. Westmont, though, has managed to move the football all the way down to the Wilmington 22-yard line, but they do face a 4th and 11. The Wildcats just using their first timeout of the night. And now 2 backs in the backfield, 1 to either side of Baldwin. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. Baldwin drops back, fires over the middle, incomplete. Looked like that might have been deflected coming out of his hand. Either that or it slipped out of his hand, one or the other. And
good pressure on the quarterback, you're right. He just got that off, had to do it quickly, and his receiver hadn't gotten a chance to break in the open yet going down the middle.
For me, I kind of like where Westmont's coming from offensively. If they could string together some plays.
They've done a nice job here. Represent themselves, they get things settled down.
3:29 to go, opening quarter. 13-0 Wilmington. Again, they'll have the ball 1st and 10 from their own 22. Everything packed into that double wing. In motion, Dempsey. He'll get the little pitch back across the 25, out near the 30-yard line. Tripped up about the 29. Give him about a 7-yard gain. Bring up 2nd down and 3 for the Cats.
Well, the running game of Wilmington seems to be working.
Second down and 3 from the 29. Handoff goes to the fullback Jones as he'll bang ahead out near the first down marker at the 32, and they're going to go ahead and give that to him. So a gain of 3 and a Wilmington first down. I'm going to tell you something. If Keaton Hopwood throws a pass,
oh, it's going to be out there all alone.
I think he could probably throw it underhand at this point. I mean, look at this Westmont defense. I mean, everybody is packed in. Handoff goes right side. This is Matteo Lombardi, who spins his way out near the 40-yard line. And a big chunk of yardage on first down. We'll give him, we'll call it 7 or bring up 2nd and 3. They move the ball back to the 39 of Wilmington. Next week, the Cats will be on the road at Piatone. And Jonas for that one next Friday night.
Tough way to go. Probably the toughest team in the conference on the road.
2nd and 3 for Wilmington. Handoff Dempsey. Tried to cut it back up the middle, and that didn't go anywhere. No gain on that play. That was figured out in a hurry by big John Koresh, 5'11", 235-pound junior, right in the middle of that Westmont line, and he wasn't moving.
No, he didn't move an inch, but all 235 pounds staked his claim.
Bring up 3rd down and 3 for Wilmington. The Cats have not gone to the air one time tonight. They have gone to the outside a couple of times, though, with some runs. Back to the double wing again. Hopwood rolls right side, keeping it himself. And he is not going to get the first down, I don't believe. That's really nice defensive pursuit by Westmont. In fact, out there on the edge, Gavin Carr just chased him down and dropped him after a gain of 2. It'll bring up 4th down and less than a yard. Carr, a 5'8", 155-pound junior. And look at this. Wilmington going to go for it on 4th and 1 from their own 41-yard line.
To them, that's how important this series of downs is, that they don't stop and turn the ball over. Well, if they don't make it. Ooh.
Yeah, it's a short field for Westmont then, but want to give your offense a little bit of momentum here, give them some confidence here early. 4th down and a yard. We'll see what they do. Back to doubling again, pitch back. This will be a 1st down for Wilmington as they bang ahead out to the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4 and a Wildcat 1st down. Nice job by the left side of that Wildcat offensive line.
And did you see who carried it?
Dempsey.
Dempsey? Okay.
And that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Good first quarter for Wilmington on this bounce-back game. 13-0. They lead it over Westmont. As we head to the start of quarter number 2, you're listening to Wilmington Wildcats football on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
When you need the very best representation on your side, the attorneys and staff at Odekirk Allred and Associates are here to help with extensive professional experience in cases involving criminal defense, divorce, custody, personal injury, residential real estate, and driver's license reinstatement. Odekirk Allred and Associates and its diverse team is prepared to commit personalized attention and aggressive representation to achieve positive outcomes for your most stressful legal issues. Odekirk Allred and Associates has a team of highly skilled attorneys from the area, including Wilmington locals. Odekirk Allred and Associates takes pride in its communication skills and unmatched reputation for success. Contact Odekirk Allred and Associates at 815-740-1700 or stop by their new office location in Wilmington at 1095 South Water Street for your free consultation today.
Start of quarter number 2. Wilmington has it 1st and 10 from their own 45-yard line. Back to the double wing again. Handoff goes to Jones. I believe that's Jones up the middle. He'll pick up close to 9 on 1st down. And boy, Josh has done a great job early in this game.
Yeah, he's a steam engine going through there.
Bring up 2nd down and a yard for Wilmington from the Westmont 47, almost the 46. I guess you could technically call it 2.
Josh has got 55 yards and 5 carries, 11 yards a carry.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Everybody was offsides for Wilmington on that play. I mean, half the team jumped early.
I don't know what happened there, but everybody was on something different.
Well, that goes from 2nd and a short 2 to 2nd and 7, or a long 6 now. I don't know what happened there, but different snap counts to different people or something because.
Yeah, it looked like they had them all confused.
All right, 2nd and a long 6, short 7 if you would like, from the Wilmington 48, close to the 49. And now we have, is that delay of game? It is, and that's going to back Wilmington up even more.
How in the world do you have a delay of game?
After a penalty. Even.
Remember how the group of referees last week?
Wow, that was a whole nother questionable
you're talking about
debacle.
A long time between downs, man. Wow.
So 2nd down and basically 12 now for Wilmington. If you remember, it was 2nd and 2.
Now.
So back to the double wing again. Under center is Hopwood. Pitches it near side. This is Lombardi across the 30 or 45 to 50, 45, 40. Lombardi breaks a tackle inside the 30. Mateo's going to go into the end zone. Touchdown, Wilmington. Mateo Lombardi cruises in. I mean, he had a wall of blockers out in front of him. He managed to break a tackle at about the 35 of Westmont, and then he was off to the races. 19-0 the lead for Wilmington off a 57-yard touchdown run for Mateo Lombardi. Boy, that was good-looking stuff.
Boy, he shot through that
Wilmington.
hole, took off. there was a defender running stride for stride with him. I thought he might get him, but when he jumped on his back, he shook him off and kept on going.
Well, this special teams group is 1 for 2 on extra points tonight. Let's see what they do here. Good snap, good hold, and the kick hits the upright.
Hit the upright again.
So it will stay 19-0 Wilmington, 10-19 to go in the half. Take a break, come back with more Cats football in a moment on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
Quigley Technology Services is your local source for computer help. They have built numerous websites, including ours, here at the Christian Internet Sports Network. Quigley Technology Services also specializes in virus removal, so your computer will get back to full speed now. And you can trust them for first-class computer repair, including free local pickup and delivery, plus on-site service, including after hours. Contact Quigley Technology Services at 815-293-7844 or stop by at quigtech.com. That's QUIG tech.com. Phelan Acres Bible Church is the perfect place if you are looking for a church to call home. They have services every week, including Sunday school at 9:45, morning worship at 11, and Wednesday night prayer meetings at 7. Phelan Acres Bible Church is located at 26009 Willow Lane in Wilmington, Illinois. And for more information, call 815-476-7818. That's 815-476-7818.
So Trey Shaw has it teed up at the 40, kicking off left to right. And this will roll down to the 23-yard line of Westmont, out across the 30 to the 40, 45. And that's where the Sentinels will start first and 10. 10-11 to go in the half. Wilmington leads at 19-0. Already getting some scores rolling in on the IHSA football scoreboard, brought to you by Odekirk Allred and Associates. Coal City leads Streeter 7-0. Lyle up on Seneca 14-0 here so far tonight. Piatone leads Reed Custer 7-0. And some games going on across the I-8. And we'll keep an eye on that scoreboard, brought to you by Odekirk Allred and Associates. Snap back to Baldwin, swings it far side across midfield, down to the 45, and finally out of bounds. Michael Thompson on the reception. Rodewald on the stop for Wilmington. It should be enough for a first down, and is a gain of 10 yards for Westmont. Trips receivers to the near side, one to the far. Again out of the gun is Baldwin with one back to his right. So he'll take the snap. Screen pass near side, caught, and that gets blown up. But give credit to Ishmael Cone, who just keeps going, dragging 2 or 3 defenders with him, and ends up getting a good 3 yards or so out of that when it looked like he should have had nothing.
He just really refused to go down. They had him dead to rights. He got loose, fought his way up with a guy hanging on his shirt tail.
That's just pure effort.
He just pulled the guy 3 yards.
Second down and 7 here for Westmont. Trips receivers to the far side, one back to the near. Baldwin drops back and throws in a pump fake, fires deep down the sideline, had a receiver open, but overshot Jaden West.
Had pressure right up front coming at him from that left side of the defensive line. He had to throw it over the top of him, the defender, and that made the pass go a little long.
I'll tell you what, Baldwin can wing the football.
Oh, yeah, you don't want to give him a chance.
For him.
Tell you what, if you don't put the pressure on him, he'll get you.
I don't know how far he can throw it in the air, but I'm guessing it's a ways. One receiver to either side. Third down and 7 for Westmont from the Wilmington 43. Baldwin will swing pass to Schleicher out of the backfield, and Schleicher will get inside the 43, down to the 41 or so. Be a gain of about a yard, and Westmont will face 4th down and 6. Connor Dempsey made the stop. We'll see what Westmont does here in 4th and 6, what kind of play they can come up with.
They're getting, well, the Wildcats are getting good pressure on Baldwin, making him hurry up and get his throwing out there, so that's good.
I think it's me. I use Ishmael Cone again. So we have timeout to Westmont. 9:21 to go in the half. 19-0 to lead for Wilmington. We'll take a break. Come back with more Cats football in a moment on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
If you're looking for more information on Wilmington Wildcats football, then check out the Catbackers every Wednesday at 7 at Tuffy's. Each week, Coach Reentz goes over game film, takes questions from the audience, and presents the Offensive and Defensive Player of the Week awards. Plus, you'll get to hang out with other Wildcat fans and get the inside scoop on next week's game. So be sure to check out the Catbackers every Wednesday at 7 at Tuffy's.
Sorry about that. I thought we had an ad running there, but apparently when I hit the button, it didn't do much of anything. 4th down and 6 for Westmont. And out of the timeout, pressure on the quarterback, but the pass dropped at the 25. That should have been a first down. Michael Thompson had his hands on it at the 25. Pretty good play from Baldwin as he was facing a rush and put the ball right where it needed to be.
Tell you what, he had a guy on him already when he threw the ball, and he still hit his receiver in stride. He just dropped the ball.
So Wilmington forces Westmont to turn the ball over on downs. And the Cats will take over 1st and 10 from their own 42. As the Cats have been essentially unstoppable offensively here tonight. Really been not a whole lot of a challenge on the offensive end. Defense has had to play a little bit tougher, though.
Yeah, that passing attack from Westmont has been very good.
Dempsey cuts it back, gets a huge push across midfield, all the way down to the 48, and a Wilmington first down. I mean, that's just the offensive line is moving some people.
That's a great testament, that offensive line. I'm telling you what, they took the whole defensive line and pushed them 10 yards.
So 1st and 10 for Wilmington from the 48 of Westmont. Under 9 minutes to go in the half. Back to the double wing with Dempsey and Lombardi. And dropping back is Keaton Hopwood all day long. Fires it down the sideline. Actually a pretty good pass. There's not a whole lot out there. Double coverage. The only spot where Keaton could really throw it, that pass intended for Connor Dempsey. And that's what you want to see him do. He had plenty of time. And if you're going to throw that pass, just throw it where either your receiver's going to get it or nobody's going to get it.
Yeah, he can put the ball on down the field. There's no question about that.
I mean, maybe that receiver over on the near sideline might have been an option, but he had a lot of time, and that was where they wanted to go with the football, and he just did a nice job of placing it where it needed to be. There's no point in throwing that into double coverage.
Is that Van Dyne over there? He was over there by himself.
Yeah, on the near side. Yeah. Back to the double wing for Wilmington, 2nd down and 10. Pitch back. Lombardi breaks a tackle inside the 40 to the 30. Lombardi to the 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Wilmington. I think they're going to give it to him, and they're going to say he's down. Oh, my goodness. They're going to say he's down at the 1 yard line. I thought for sure he got into the end zone, but they say no. 47-yard run by Matteo Lombardi. You saw his speed. Got to the outside and just ran by people. Did a nice job of breaking a tackle at the 35, too.
You realize his last 2 runs have been for 51 and 47 yards?
So 1st and goal from the 1 yard line. Cats back to the double wing here. Hopwood will hand it off to Jones, and Josh Jones is in for the touchdown on a 1 yard dive. And Wilmington will now make it 25-0 with 8:27 to go in the first half. So again, the Cats will attempt the extra point, and that's been shaky tonight.
Last one hit the goalpost like last week.
2 tries ago, it was sailed wide right. Last try hit the goalpost. The first try was good, and we'll see what happens here. That was a little bit of an odd snap, but nice job
there we go.
by
there we
Golson
go.
to get it down, and Trey Shaw bangs it through. 8:27 to go in the half, 26-0 Wilmington over Westmont. We'll take a break, come back with more Cats football in just a moment on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
If you need something done around your house, chances are Beth's Busy Bees can get it done. They specialize in residential and commercial cleaning, but they can also do lawn care, small home remodeling and repair jobs, and even things like caregiving. Beth's Busy Bees is a small family-owned business, and they will treat you right every time. Call 815-685-9111 for Beth's Busy Bees today. Warren's Collision Center is your hometown body shop. Your vehicle will get expert care with their drive-on frame rack and in their Bink spray booth. Warren's offers free estimates, pickup and delivery service, and they will get you set up with a loaner car while yours is in the shop. Warren's Collision Center is located at 242 North Front Street in Braidwood, or online anytime at warrenscollision.com. That's warrenscollision.com. Warren's Collision Center, where they care beyond the repair.
26-0 is the lead for Wilmington. 8:27 to go in the half. Trey Shaw will approach, kicking off left to right here. A little bit of a dying line drive, actually bounced up and hit Ishmael Cohn in the face mask. And now he's taking it far side and will get out to about the 29-yard line. And that's about it.
Westmont will take over.
Sure to stick around for our halftime show tonight, as halftime will be brought to you by Ricchetti's Cafe and Pizzeria over there in Coal City. Stop by every night of the week for their specials. Big thank you to Ricchetti's for sponsoring our halftime show. We'll have your first half stats. We'll also have get you set up for the second half, and we'll have a check of the IHSA football scoreboard brought to you by Odekirk, Allred, and Associates. All that coming up at the half. Snap back to Baldwin. He's going to take it himself, and that was not a smart idea because that got blown up for a loss of a yard or two. And the problem on that was Baldwin just made it too obvious that he was going to keep it. I mean, he tucked it under and lowered his shoulder and started running directly to the sideline. And when you do that against Wilmington's defense, that's like saying sick 'em.
Yeah, that's not a good move by Westmont. I'd go back to their passing attack, man. That's where.
Oh, yeah, he can throw the football. There's no doubt about that. Trips receivers to the far side, 2 back to the near. Baldwin out of the gun by himself. Now will fire right side. That's incomplete and almost intercepted. In fact, is it? No, they're going to say it hit the ground. Well, that was a weird play because that Trips receiving formation all got bunched together, and when he threw the screen pass, he overthrew a little bit the receiver and hit another guy, I think, in the back of the head, and ricocheted up in the air, and Wilmington almost ended up with an interception. That was kind of an odd play.
It's kind of interesting how easily Baldwin can fix the ball out there. He's not a very big guy, but boy, he's got a good arm.
Well, they're saying ineligible receiver, which is declined here, and that's as a result of somebody getting plunked in the head that I don't think was supposed to be.
Well, here we go,
So,
third down.
2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far. Out of the gun again is Baldwin with 1 running back to his right. Takes the snap, fires right side. Dropped again.
Dropped it.
Oh boy.
My.
Michael Thompson right out there. Would have been a first down. It was a beautiful pass from Baldwin. And, boy, if Westmont can just clean up a little bit of those errors, boy, if Thompson could have caught that thing, he might have been running for who knows how long.
Oh, yeah, he was out there, had a couple steps on the defender. He could have motored right on down through there.
So Gavin Carr will get set to punt it away for Westmont. And we are down to a false start now on Westmont, so that'll move them back 5 more. It'll go from 4th and 11 to 4th and 16. One thing about it, I think you're going to see a running clock, and sooner rather than later here.
Yeah, that would be a good thing. Who was that? Matt Alexander? They came at the last second there. Looked like a short one guy.
Snap back here. Carr with that little rugby style kick. It bounces out near midfield.
Good bounce.
And will roll dead at the Wilmington 48-yard line. So that's where the Cats will take over 1st and 10. And we'll see what Wilmington elects to do here. I believe Josh Jones is going to take a series off at fullback, which means William Van Dyne, the 5'9", 195-pound senior, will get a run at fullback here for the Cats, as Jones just getting a little bit of a breather on offense, being that he plays both sides of the ball. And actually, it's not Van Dyne. Trying to see who that is. Handoff up the middle, inside the 45, down to the 40. That is...
Was it 32 or? I saw 2.
I don't have a 32, to be quite honest with you.
There, here he comes on. Is that him? 38?
It's almost got to be Sam Chapman. How many 5'4", 155-pounders are there? I can't imagine there's too many guys that are 5'4" that
By the way, how many
are out there in the field right now. But
well, he got 12.
So Chapman's going to stay in there at fullback. And 1st and 10 for Wilmington. And we got, well, the ref was trying to throw a flag, got caught in his hand, but we end up with one. So we have legal procedure on Wilmington. Will go from 1st and 10 to 1st and 15. The ball moves back out to the Westmont 45. And there's no 32 in our roster, but I am guessing that's who that is.
Yeah, I would say that you're probably, well, I think the announcers over here were talking about being Sam Chapman.
So back to the double wing, 1st and 10. Chapman stays in there along with Dempsey, and a fumble in the backfield. I think it was Lombardi who dropped it and then picked it back up, and we'll end up with second and long here.
Josh Jones on the carry. We have a 2nd and 15 for Wilmington.
You got back to the line of scrimmage, and that was it. Lucky to get that. He dropped the ball right at his feet. If the Sentinels had been aware of it, they could have hopped right on that ball and turned it over.
Boy, they got some guys in places that I haven't seen them before, which is what throwing me off. Josh Jones actually had that carry. He's at wingback now. And we'll get the little pitch back inside the 45 to the 40. Jones, 35, runs over a defender all the way down to the 30-yard line.
Man,
and Jones will pick up 15 yards and a Wilmington first down.
He ran right through people.
I don't know. I almost like him better out of the wingback spot, I think.
Wildcat first down.
You give him a run of steam like that off a wing. Ooh, that might be. Well, and games like these, that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to find new things to work on and maybe new things that'll work.
That was a surprise.
So, once again, they'll stay with this lineup with Jones at wingback. Handoff goes to Chapman up the middle, and the fullback carries it all the way inside the 25 down to the 24, make it almost the 23. He's going to get close to 7 and bring up 2nd and 3 for Wilmington. Actually, yeah, well, close to that anyway, down at the 24-yard line.
Tell you what, he's not very big, but he can run the ball.
Well, Wilmington has had a history of that. Smaller fullbacks who just kind of find a seam, and they're there before you know it.
Well, and he's so low to the ground. It's hard to get your hands on him. I mean.
2nd down and 4. Same group still in there. In motion is Dempsey. He'll get a pitch to the far side inside the 25, down inside the 20. Bangs through a tackle. churns ahead inside the 15, down to the 12-yard line. That'll be a gain of 12 more for Connor Dempsey and a Wilmington first down.
Well, that line is starting to open up some holes now.
Interesting watching this group kind of work through some things here. So down to 4:20 to go in the half. First down and 10 from the 12-yard line. Pitch back to Jones inside the 10, still pounding his way. Down near the 5-yard line. Boy, he's so difficult to bring down. And Jones is going to pick up 7 yards, bring up 2nd and 3 for Wilmington. The ball at the 5-yard line of Westmont. Clock down to 3:50 to go and counting here in the half.
Well, Sam Chapman there, he's excited. He came running back to the huddle. He didn't walk.
2nd down and 3 here for the Cats from the 5 of the Sentinels. Pitch back to Jones, stringing it out inside the 5, breaks a tackle, churns his way to the end zone, and a touchdown for Wilmington. I mean, that's pure effort from Josh Jones. He got hit at about the 4 and just carried a defender all the way into the end zone. I mean, that's just impressive. 32-0 Wilmington, 3:27 to go in the half. So extra point upcoming here. This has been a work in progress tonight for Wilmington.
Yep, it's been an interesting experience, that's for sure.
Good snap, good hold. The kick is good, but there's a flag down. See what this is. That's an odd illegal procedure on Wilmington. Well, I don't know on who, because I certainly didn't see anything. But now what do you do? Because I don't really know if Trey has the distance to kick it.
Yeah, I think he can make it.
Oh, man, if you're going to try it, I guess now's the time to try it.
It's like practicing a field goal.
Well, they are going to try it. So this will be basically a 24-yard extra point. So we'll see how this goes. Good snap, good hold. The kick from Shaw. Boy, that's plenty of distance, and it's no good wide left, but that had plenty of distance on it. So interesting to see him get that opportunity. 32-0 the lead for Wilmington, 3:27 to go on the half. We'll take a break. Back with more Cats football in a moment on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
Teresa's Family Styling Salon in Wilmington is an all-ages salon that will style your hair for that special look. They offer cuts, perms, and coloring for any fashion. They also carry Paul Mitchell and Brocato products. Teresa's Family Styling Salon is located in the Southgate Plaza in Wilmington, and you can call for an appointment at 815-476-1955. That's 815-476-1955. Racchetti's Cafe and Pizzeria in Coal City is all about relaxing with family and friends while sharing an authentic Italian festival of food. They are the home of the Chicago-style deep dish pizza, but they also have a full menu, including pastas, burgers, salads, and more. Check out all of their daily specials, too, online at racchettis.net. Racchetti's Cafe and Pizzeria is at 375 South Broadway in Coal City, and they are open till midnight or later every night. Stop in for an authentic Italian experience at Racchetti's.
3:27 to go in the half. Wilmington leading at 32-0. The approach here by Shaw. That's a beauty of a kick down to the 15-yard line. Taken there by Schlicker across the far side, and he's dropped out at the 27-yard line or so. So Westmont will have it there 1st and 10. Be sure to stick around for our halftime show brought to you by Racchetti's Cafe and Pizzeria over there in Coal City. Be sure to stop by for their specials every day of the week. We'll have your first half stats. We'll get you set for the second half as well. And not only that, but we will have a full check, and I mean full. We got a lot of scores from the IHSA football scoreboard, brought to you by Odekirk, Allred, and Associates. One receiver to the near side, two to the far. Baldwin out of the gun, fires, incomplete, overshot, and actually threw it a little bit behind Michael Thompson. Bring up second down and 10.
Brock Bolster on the coverage. Bring up a 2nd and 2 for Westmont.
So 3:15 to go in the half. One thing about it, when we get to the second half, once again, another score or so here, that clock will roll and things will hopefully go much quicker. It's been a long first half of football.
Yeah, it has, with all the passes has been thrown.
Now trips receivers to the near side. Pass is caught on the far sideline across the 40. Out to the 43-yard line. Michael Thompson on the reception, a gain of 15 yards. And a Westmont first down.
Once again, trouble with Wilmington staying put and making the tackle. He faked one way and go the other way, and the Wilmington player bit on the first one and was left behind.
So 1st and 10 for Westmont. Ball at the 41-yard line of the Sentinels. Two receivers to the far side, one back to the near. Pass fired, intercepted inside the 40. Churning up the sideline, inside the 20. I believe this is Van Dyne. William Van Dyne to the 10. Pounds his way down near the 5, and Wilmington's going to be set up with 1st and goal inside the 10-yard line. Well, what a nice job by William Van Dyne. Just step into the passing lanes, pick that thing off, and then made a really nice run back. And Wilmington will have it 1st and goal at the 6-yard line, I believe, of Westmont. Well, that was some play.
Well, that was a nice job of picking that off. Stepped up there and took it down.
So 1st down and goal for the Cats from the 6-yard line of the Sentinels.
Cats better get on the move here.
They get up to the line, down to 3 seconds to go on the play clock. And
1 second.
Hopwood's going to keep it himself. He's going to get near the end zone, and he's in. Keaton Hopwood on the quarterback keeper cruises into the end zone. And a 6-yard touchdown run from Hopwood makes it 38-0 Wilmington, 2:43 to go in the half. So Trey Shaw will come on, try to attempt the extra point here.
There'll be, if he can make this point here, there'll be 1 point short of a running clock.
Shaw on to attempt this extra point. Good snap, good hold. The kick is good by Trey. That's a nice looking extra point. 39-0 is the lead for Wilmington, 2:43 to go in the half. Take a break, come back with more Cats football here in just a moment on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
Pro Real Estate is a family-owned business established in 1983. Its staff and sales agents work in all areas of real estate sales, from first-time homebuyers to experienced investors. Located at 506 South Water Street in Wilmington, clients are welcome to stop by to discuss their real estate needs or visit our website at pro-homes.net. For a private consultation, contact us at 815-476-7916. Breezer Construction Company is a proud supporter of Wilmington Wildcats football on the Christian Internet Sports Network. For over 40 years, Breezer Construction Company has led the way in providing quality construction to the industrial, utility, and pipeline industries. For more information on Breezer Construction Company, go to breezerconstruction.com. That's breezerconstruction.com. Or call 815-521-0900.
39-0 Wilmington. Trey Shaw has it teed up at the 40, kicking it off left to right here. And that one kind of goes sideways inside the 30. And fumble on the play. That ball popped out and went right to another Sentinel. And this might go a little ways across midfield, down to the 40, to the 30, all the way to the 25-yard line.
Oh, that was weird.
That was an absolutely ridiculous play. It ended up being fumbled straight up in the air and came to Troy Slicker, who picked it up and just ran all the way down the field. Popped straight into his hands. This is an odd turn of events.
Well, it certainly was odd.
1st and 10 for Westmont from the Wilmington 25-yard line. 2:31 to go in the half. Trips receivers to the near side, one to the far. Pass comes over. This is Ishmael Cone down inside the 20 to near the 17-yard line. It'll bring up a gain of 8 yards, 2nd down and 2 for Westmont. Well, if the Sentinels play this right, they can get on the board.
They certainly can. They can move the ball very, very quickly. They're only got 17 yards to go.
2 receivers to the far side, 2 back to the near. Out of the shotgun is Baldwin with 1 running back to his left. Now a receiver in motion to the near side. Baldwin fires, caught. Thompson getting into the corner, inside the 5, and he's going to score. Touchdown Westmont on a really nice pass from Brenton Baldwin, and it's 39-6, the lead for Wilmington. That was a nice pass play and a nice run from Thompson.
Yeah, he got wide open between 2 defensive players, one shallow, one deep. Caught the ball, took it around the outside, down the sideline, outran the Wilmington defense, and got in there easily for a touchdown.
I mean, they were aided by one of the oddest kickoff returns I've seen, but give them credit to put the ball in the end zone. So 39-6, Westmont to go for 2 here.
Well, so much for that 40-point difference.
Well, at least right now anyway. 2 receivers to the far side, 2 back to the near. Out of the shotgun as Baldwin takes the snap, fires left side, and way overshot Ishmael Cone. And there's a flag from way over underneath the goalpost. That ball had to be 15 feet over the head of Ishmael Cone.
Yeah.
In fact, landed about 10 feet out the back of the end zone.
Yeah, there was no chance you could catch that ball. No chance.
I mean, he need like one of those extension ladders, like you get at Menard, that you could go up on like the 3rd story of somebody's gigantic house. So
they're going to give him another shot at it then.
That's going to make it
oh boy, that's
a little bit closer here, and they'll let them retry it. I mean, there is no chance you're going to catch that pass.
That's like 10 feet over his head.
So they will hand it off, and they're going to get in. 2-point conversion is good by Troy Slicker. And that will make it 39-8. The lead for Wilmington, 1:43 to go in the half. Take a break. Come back with more Cats football in a moment on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
When you need the very best representation on your side, the attorneys and staff at Odekirk Allred and Associates are here to help with extensive professional experience in cases involving criminal defense, divorce, custody, personal injury, residential real estate, and driver's license reinstatement. Odekirk Allred and Associates and its diverse team is prepared to commit personalized attention and aggressive representation to achieve positive outcomes for your most stressful legal issues. Odekirk Allred and Associates has a team of highly skilled attorneys from the area, including Wilmington locals. Odekirk Allred and Associates takes pride in its communication skills and unmatched reputation for success. Contact Odekirk Allred and Associates at 815-740-1700 or stop by their new office location in Wilmington at 1095 South Water Street for your free consultation today.
39-8 is the lead for Wilmington here over Westmont. 1:43 to go in the first half of play. Be sure to stick around for our halftime show brought to you by Ricchetti's Cafe and Pizzeria over there in Coal City. Ricchetti's has specials every day of the week. We'll check your first half stats and also a check of the IHSA football scoreboard with all the scores from around the area, brought to you by Odekirk Allred and Associates. Was picked up at the 30-yard line across the 40, 45 out to the 50, And Cameron Harbor goes down to the 49-yard line.
49-yard line, first down and 10.
Westmont. And it looks like Michael Thompson having a little bit of trouble getting back to his feet for Westmont, and that would be a huge loss.
Oh, yes.
Because he is one of their big receivers and one of their big defenders as well, and you lose him from this lineup, and it might get a little rough here for Westmont, and he's having to be carried off the far side of the field. First and 10 for Wilmington from the 49-yard line of Westmont. So back to the double wing here for the Cats, I believe. Josh Jones will go back to fullback here. It's Dempsey and Lombardi at the wings backs. Pitch goes to Dempsey inside the 45, down to the 40, a flag down. Dempsey's going to go all the way into the end zone. He's cruising that 10 to 5 and a touchdown. It'll be a 49-yard touchdown run if it stands, but it will be a hold on Wilmington on the far side.
That's an unusual thing, too. Just that every guy on both teams was down in the end zone except two.
Yep. So the hold called on Wilmington here. That'll bring this thing all the way back. It's like there's a conspiracy for this half to never end.
Something like that, isn't it?
Well, and that will go from a 49-yard touchdown run to first down and call it 14 back at the Illinois. I got
how in the world
Illinois
do
the
we
brain.
get first down
Back
at 14?
to the Wilmington 48.
All right, here they come again. Oh, now
And
timeout.
Timeout called by Wilmington.
As you say, there's a conspiracy not to get this first half done.
Oh, my goodness. All right, we'll take another break. 39-8 is the lead for Wilmington. 1:27 to go in the half. We'll be back here in just a moment on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
Quigley Technology Services is your local source for computer help. They have built numerous websites, including ours, here at the Christian Internet Sports Network. Quigley Technology Services also specializes in virus removal, so your computer will get back to full speed now. And you can trust them for first-class computer repair, including free local pickup and delivery, plus on-site service, including after hours. Contact Quigley Technology Services at 815-293-7844 or stop by at quigtech.com. That's QUIG tech.com.
39-8 is the lead for Wilmington here over Westmont. 1:27 to go in the half. As Wilmington uses their second timeout of the half. First down and 14. Now for the Cats back at their own 48. Hopwood under center, pitches it near side. Lombardi across midfield to the 45, down to the 40, inside the 35, 30. Lombardi down to the 20, to the 15, all the way down to the 13-yard line before he's finally forced out of bounds by T.J. Boyser. And a huge gain on first down for the Cats. A gain of 37 yards by Matteo Lombardi. So first down and 10 for the Cats from the 15 now of Westmont. Back to the double wing again. In motion is Dempsey. And the handoff goes to Josh Jones inside the 10, all the way down near the 5-yard line. This is going to be at least 9 yards on first down. Bring up Second down and less than a yard. They're actually just going to go ahead and call it a first down at the 5-yard line.
First down, Wildcats.
So first and goal for Wilmington from the 5. Again, back to the double wing. Hopwood under center. In motion, Dempsey. He'll get the pitch, and Dempsey strings it out, gets inside the 2, down to the 1, and does not quite get in. A gain of 4 yards on first down, bring up second down and goal from the 1. And for Wilmington, you can take your time a little bit here, down to 40 seconds to go in the half, and you don't want to leave any time on that clock. So back to the double wing, under 30 seconds to go in the half. From the 1-yard line, this is Josh Jones, and he is in with a 1-yard touchdown run. So Jones tacks another one on. 45-8 is the lead for Wilmington with 25 seconds to go in the half, and Trey Shaw will come on to attempt an extra point here. Good snap, good hold, and the kick by Shaw. That's a boomer, and it is good. 46-8 is the lead for Wilmington. 25 seconds to go here in the half. Be sure to stick around for our halftime show, brought to you by Ricchetti's Cafe and Pizzeria. They have specials every night of the week. We'll have a check of your first half stats, and we'll also have a full check of the IHSA football scoreboard, brought to you by Odekirk Allred and Associates. Well, this first half has been absolutely dominated by Wilmington. Outside of the one weird kickoff return that Westmont ended up getting on the 25 and then tacked on a score. Outside of that, Wilmington has really been absolutely dominant in this game.
Yes, they have. They've come back this week like you wanted to see them do. They've come and played with strength and vengeance, and I'm glad to see them really racking up the yards. It's good.
So once again, another kickoff in this first half, and there's been a lot of these. So Shaw will approach here, and this time a roller on the ground, bounces down around the 30, still loose, and that was dangerous because Wilmington could have recovered that, but I believe Westmont ended up getting back on top of it with 21 seconds to go in the half. So Westmont has 21 seconds to work with here. We'll see what they elect to do. Now one running back to either side of Baldwin. Snap back, and it goes back behind Baldwin. We have a flag down. So this will be a false start on Westmont.
Wow, okay.
So it should be, should it not be second down and, or first down and 15? The down marker has never moved. With 19 seconds to go in the half here. And now we got another flag and another false start.
False start, Westmont.
Well, I'll move it back again.
What did you say about getting the first half finished? You got a conspiracy.
So 2 receivers to either side. Baldwin out of the shotgun. I'll take a snap. Fires right side. That's incomplete. It'll bring up 2nd and 20. So 2nd down and 20 at the 21-yard line of Westmont with 15 seconds to go in the half as Wilmington leads it 46-8. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 back to the near. And handoff comes near side, and that's not going to go anywhere for Troy Schlicker, and that will be the end of the first half. 46-8 is the lead for Wilmington here at the break. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back in just a moment. This is the halftime show brought to you by Ricchetti's Cafe and Pizzeria with all of their specials over there in downtown Coal City. Be sure to come on back. We'll have your first half stats, and we'll have a full check of the IHSA football scoreboard brought to you by Odekirk, Allred, and Associates coming up in just a few minutes as well here on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
Phelan Acres Bible Church is the perfect place if you are looking for a church to call home. They have services every week, including Sunday school at 9:45, morning worship at 11, and Wednesday night prayer meetings at 7. Phelan Acres Bible Church is located at 26009 Willow Lane in Wilmington, Illinois. And for more information, call 815-476-7818. That's 815-476-7818. If you're looking for more information on Wilmington Wildcats football, then check out the Catbackers every Wednesday at 7 at Tuffy's. Each week, Coach Reentz goes over game film, takes questions from the audience, and presents the Offensive and Defensive Player of the Week awards. Plus, you'll get to hang out with other Wildcat fans and get the inside scoop on next week's game. So be sure to check out the Catbackers every Wednesday at 7 at Tuffy's. If you need something done around your house, chances are Beth's Busy Bees can get it done. They specialize in residential and commercial cleaning, but they can also do lawn care, small home remodeling and repair jobs, and even things like caregiving. Beth's Busy Bees is a small family-owned business, and they will treat you right every time. Call 815-685-9111 for Beth's Busy Bees today. Warren's Collision Center is your hometown body shop. Your vehicle will get expert care with their drive-on frame rack and in their Bink spray booth. Warren's offers free estimates, pickup and delivery service, and they will get you set up with a loaner car while yours is in the shop. Warren's Collision Center is located at 242 North Front Street in Braidwood, or online anytime at warrenscollision.com. That's warrenscollision.com. Warren's Collision Center, where they care beyond the repair. Teresa's Family Styling Salon in Wilmington is an all-ages salon that will style your hair for that special look. They offer cuts, perms, and coloring for any fashion. They also carry Paul Mitchell and Brocato products. Teresa's Family Styling Salon is located in the Southgate Plaza in Wilmington, and you can call for an appointment at 815-476-1955. That's 815-476-1955.
Welcome back in here on the halftime show brought to you by Ricchetti's Cafe and Pizzeria, where they have specials every single day of the week over there in downtown Coal City. A big thank you to Ricchetti's for sponsoring our halftime show all year long here on the Christian Internet Sports Network. 46-8 is the lead for Wilmington here over Westmont at the half, in a game that's been absolutely dominated by Wilmington. Westmont at times, and they only have 22 guys in the entire varsity roster, at times offensively look like they can move the football a little bit. And they got in the end zone once, and there's a few interesting kind of little promising things there, but they're just overmatched on the defensive side of the ball. And when you figure they're probably playing every single guy both ways, and there's only so much you can do. You start running out of gas the latter part of the second quarter there, and things start piling up on you. They had a couple. Well, their quarterback can really get the ball out there in a hurry.
He's a little fellow who doesn't weigh very much, but he's got a good arm, can put it out there. They got a guy or two, and I hope, what's his name that went on hurt there?
Oh, yeah, Michael Thompson. He can
Thompson.
play. I mean,
like
he had a couple drops, but he can play football.
Yeah, he had, I think, around 80 yards receiving the first half. That's a pretty good half.
All right, well, we said the first half stats, and we'll get to that here as Westmont rushing the football. Brenton Baldwin, 3 rushing attempts for -3 yards in that first half. Troy Slicker with 3 rushing attempts for 3 yards on the half. Westmont, 6 rushing attempts, 0 yards in the first half. Through the air, Brenton Baldwin had a little bit of success. 13 of 24 for 133 yards, a touchdown and an interception. But think about this, though. It really should be probably 15 or 16 for 24 because he had a couple of drops.
And that one drop over here, that might have gone for a touchdown.
So 13 of 24, 133 yards, a touchdown and an interception. Ishmael Cone, 2 receptions for 11 yards. Troy Slicker, 1 reception for 1 yard. Jaden West caught 3 passes for 43 yards. And Michael Thompson on the night, 7 receptions for 78 yards and a touchdown. And he went out with an injury right before the half. So that would be a big loss for Westmont. No yards rushing, 133 yards through the air, 133 yards of total offense for Westmont here tonight. For Wilmington, on the ground, Keaton Hopwood, 2 rushes for 8 yards and a touchdown. Connor Dempsey ran the ball 9 times for 66 yards and a touchdown. Josh Jones, 11 carries for 105 yards and 3 touchdowns tonight. Mateo Lombardi, 9 rushing attempts for 174 yards and 2 touchdowns. Sean Chapman ran the ball twice for 19 yards. Wilmington on the ground, 33 rushing attempts, 372 yards, and 7 touchdowns in one half of football.
Yes.
That's kind of interesting. Through the air, Keaton Hopwood was 0 for 1 for 0 yards. 372 yards of total offense for Wilmington as they outgained Westmont 372 to 133 in half number 1.
Yeah. And it was really that lopsided for most of the time. That was an amazing half the Wildcats put up. Even at that, you could recognize there were some gifts that the Sentinels have. If they can develop those, they could really make a difference in some games. Well, they've won 2 games already this year.
Yeah, they have. So Wilmington leads at 46-8 here at the break. Well, up next, we have a full check of the IHSA football scoreboard brought to you by Odekirk Allred and Associates. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we will get to that. And I mean, we got scores from everywhere known to man. So don't go away. We'll get to that next. This is the halftime show brought to you by Ricchetti's Cafe and Pizzeria right here on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
Heroin. I am Matt Baskerville. As a funeral director in Will County, I can tell you firsthand that I have seen results of heroin overdose.
Plainfield Shorewood, 4 dead. Lockport, 5 dead. I am Reagan Freitag. As Wilmington's local prosecutor and Will County board member, I can tell you I have seen the trouble and hardships of addictions.
Frankfort, Mokina, New Lenox, 6 dead. Bolingbrook, Romeoville, 6 dead. In Wilmington and Braidwood, heroin equals death or arrest.
Wilmington, Braidwood, 8 dead. Thanks to efforts of our local police departments, that number has dropped from 8 deaths in 2015 to 2 deaths so far in 2016.
If your family, your friend, or you are suffering from heroin addiction, there is help. Please call 815-476-1660 for more information.
Help is only a phone call away.
This ad is brought to you by the Wilmington Coalition for a Healthy Community in partnership with ONDCP and SAMHSA.
Ricchetti's Cafe and Pizzeria in Coal City is all about relaxing with family and friends while sharing an authentic Italian festival of food. They are the home of the Chicago-style deep dish pizza, but they also have a full menu including pastas, burgers, salads, and more. Check out all of their daily specials too online at ricchettis.net. Ricchetti's Cafe and Pizzeria is at 375 South Broadway in Coal City, and they are open till midnight or later every night. Stop in for an authentic Italian experience at Ricchetti's. Pro Real Estate is a family-owned business established in 1983. Its staff and sales agents work in all areas of real estate sales, from first-time homebuyers to experienced investors. Located at 506 South Water Street in Wilmington, clients are welcome to stop by to discuss their real estate needs or visit our website at pro-homes.net. For a private consultation, contact us at 815-476-7916. Breezer Construction Company is a proud supporter of Wilmington Wildcats football on the Christian Internet Sports Network. For over 40 years, Breezer Construction Company has led the way in providing quality construction to the industrial, utility, and pipeline industries. For more information on Breezer Construction Company, go to breezerconstruction.com. That's breezerconstruction.com. Or call 815-521-0900.
46-8 is the lead for Wilmington here at the half on the Ricchetti's Cafe and Pizzeria halftime show. As Ricchetti's have specials every day of the week over there in downtown Coal City. Now we'll move ourselves along to our first complete check of the IHSA football scoreboard, brought to you by Odekirk Allred and Associates. Odekirk Allred and Associates with offices in Joliet and now a brand new location in Wilmington as well. So first things first, Interstate 8 scores here on the scoreboard. Coal City leads Streeter 21-0. Lyle, a 14-0 lead on Seneca, at least last time that we heard. Piatone leads Reed Custer. That score now 24-0, so not a particularly big surprise there. No scores yet for Sandwich and Mentino and Herscher and Plano because no one can find any. So, yeah, there you go. If you have one, go ahead and post it in the comment section or something. But no one can seem to find a score for Herscher and Plano or Sandwich and Mentino. Elsewhere, Morris leads Quincy Notre Dame 21-6, as Morris looking to go to 3-0 on the year, which would be a good start for the Redskins.
Good for Morris.
Minooka leads Plainfield East 7-0 tonight. Other scores from around the area in the weirdest score of the night, Ottawa 2, Newark 0.
Wow. That's a defensive battle.
Also going on around the area, we have Lincoln Way West 14-7 over Bradley Bourbonnais. Thornton and Lockport are 0-0. Bolingbrook leads Sandburg 20-7. It's Oswego East 35, Joliet Central 0. St. Patrick and Joliet Catholic are tied at 14. Glenbard South leads Aurora 34-0. Homewood Flossmoor 21, Stag 0. Naperville Central a 42-7 lead. As St. Rita leads Providence 7-3. Oswego 12, Joliet West 0. Plainfield South 7, Plainfield Central 6. Plainfield North leads Romeoville 40-0. Other scores from around the area, Wheaton North 15-14 over Naperville North. It's Lake Park 7, DeKalb 3. Bennett leads Marion Central Catholic 24-0. Hinsdale South 21-0 over Morton. Montini leads Fenwick. Is that 21-2? Oh, okay. I was going to say, what's with the twos tonight? 21-7, Montini over Fenwick. Lions, 23, York, 0. Glenbard West, 7-7 with Addison Trail. Downers Grove South leads Proviso East. That game now 21-0. Hinsdale Central over Oak Park River Forest. That's now a 14-0 lead for Hinsdale Central. Recap of I-8 scores that we have at the moment. It's Coal City 21, Streeter 0. Lyle, last time we heard, led Seneca 14-0. Piatone blowing out Reed Custer. That's now 24-0. That's the next opponent for Wilmington. Sandwich and Mantino, Herscher and Plano, no score as of yet. That is our first full, complete check of the IHSA football scoreboard, brought to you by Odekirk Allred and Associates. We will have a full check of that in our post-game show later on tonight as well. Take a break. We'll come back with your second half of football. Right now, Wilmington leads at 46-8 over Westmont. We'll be back here in just a few minutes with half number 2. You've been listening to the Ricchetti's Cafe and Pizzeria halftime show here on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
When you need the very best representation on your side, the attorneys and staff at Odekirk Allred and Associates are here to help with extensive professional experience in cases involving criminal defense, divorce, custody, personal injury, residential real estate, and driver's license reinstatement. Odekirk Allred and Associates and its diverse team is prepared to commit personalized attention and aggressive representation to achieve positive outcomes for your most stressful legal issues. Odekirk Allred and Associates has a team of highly skilled attorneys from the area, including Wilmington locals. Odekirk Allred and Associates takes pride in its communication skills and unmatched reputation for success. Contact Odekirk Allred and Associates at 815-740-1700 or stop by their new office location in Wilmington at 1095 South Water Street for your free consultation today.
What's up, man? Good to see you're here. Do you want a beer?
No thanks, I don't drink.
Oh, come on, relax. Have some fun. Everyone else is drinking.
We have a lot to do tomorrow, and I can't be all hungover from drinking. Yeah, I'm having enough trouble with school, and sports, and clubs, and so much stuff. I don't have time to be worrying about if I got caught drunk. Come on, man. This will help relax your mind and worries, and you'll have a good time.
Oh, man, cops. Run. We better book it out of here.
I'm so glad we weren't stupid and didn't drink. I know, right?
The Wilmington Coalition for a Healthy Community is committed and proud to bring programs and resources to help area residents. Our mission is to build a safe, productive, and substance-free community through these programs. The issues and problems that come with alcohol and drug abuse are very real, and the effects can be devastating. If you or anyone you know is in need of help, please call 815-476-1660. Help is only a phone call away.
This ad is brought to you by the Wilmington Coalition for a Healthy Community in partnership with Sebring Goodman Teen Institute, ONDCP, and SAMHSA.
Quigley Technology Services is your local source for computer help. They have built numerous websites, including ours here at the Christian Internet Sports Network. Quigley Technology Services also specializes in virus removal, so your computer will get back to full speed now. And you can trust them for first-class computer repair, including free local pickup and delivery, plus on-site service, including after hours. Contact Quigley Technology Services at 815-293-7844 or stop by at quigtech.com. That's QUIG tech.com. Phelan Acres Bible Church is the perfect place if you are looking for a church to call home. They have services every week, including Sunday school at 9:45, morning worship at 11, and Wednesday night prayer meetings at 7. Phelan Acres Bible Church is located at 26009 Willow Lane in Wilmington, Illinois. And for more information, call 815-476-7818. That's 815-476-7818.
Back here as we get set for our second half. 46-8 is the lead for Wilmington here over Westmont. Next week, we'll be over at Piatone, the only real, true road game of the year, and that's not very far away. The other two are in Braidwood and Coal City, so it's not really going very far to get there.
It doesn't have us upset at all.
No, I'm not crying about that in the least.
Oh, my. Piatone, that's going to be, oh, boy. That could be a knockdown, drag-out time there.
So we'll head to quarter number 3 here with Wilmington leading at 46-8.
Well, so far, Piatone hasn't had anybody really give them much trouble. So we'll see. Oh. All right.
No, it's not quite far enough apart in the scoreboard to have a running clock just yet. But Wilmington will receive to get the second half underway. So if the Cats can get a touchdown early here, that clock would just roll through the entire second half, which, again, no one's going to complain about, I'm sure.
With the way that first half flew by, second half when the running clock might be a welcome sight. That first half, I think we looked like they never did want to get over.
Tell you what, Lincoln Way West and Bradley Bourbonnais are battling it out tonight.
Are they?
28-25, Lincoln Way West over Bradley Bourbonnais.
Wow.
Neither one of those teams are very far away either, by the way. You want to talk about local teams. Lincoln and West about 15, 20 minutes from here. There's a line drive taken down at the 25-yard line. This is, I believe, Rodewald across the 40, 45, and out to the 48-yard line. And Wilmington will have it there, 1st and 10. Josh Jones will come off to the sideline, take a break here on the first drive of the second half for Wilmington. As the Cats, I'm sure, will see different lineups as we go through here in the second half. Mateo Lombardi out of the lineup. Josh Jones out of the lineup too. So Keaton Hopwood under center. Pitches it back across midfield, 45 down to the 42-yard line. Goes Brock Bolzer. And a gain of 10 yards and a Wilmington first down. So a good run there by Brock.
Oh, no.
Brock at 5'9", 165-pound senior. First and 10 for Wilmington from the 42. And there goes across the 35 to the 30 to the 25, 20, all the way down inside the 15 to near the 10 on the run by Sam Chapman. A gain of 30 yards on the run for Sam out of that fullback position. So Sam Chapman with a gain of 30 on that run. And it'll be 1st and 10 for Wilmington from, well, I guess they're moving back out to the 13-yard line. Pitch back. This is Rodewald inside the 10. And he'll churn down to near the 7-yard line as Jacob tried to get a couple extra yards out of that. Gain of 7. Bring up 2nd down and 3. Second and 3 here for the Cats. Ball down at the 6-yard line. Handoff goes to Chapman, and he's going to cruise into the end zone. Touchdown for Sam Chapman off the right side, and a 6-yard touchdown run will make it Wilmington 52, Westmont 8. With 10:24 left to go here in the third. So on to attempt the extra point will be Trey Shaw. And we'll see how this goes. It's been a good night for Wilmington to kind of practice some of this extra point stuff. It's been a little bit good, a little bit bad, but see what happens here. Good snap, good hold, and the kick is no good, wide right. So 52-8 is the lead for Wilmington. 10:24 to go in the third. We'll take a break, come back with more Cats football in just a moment on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
If you're looking for more information on Wilmington Wildcats football, then check out the Catbackers every Wednesday at 7 at Tuffy's. Each week, Coach Reentz goes over game film, takes questions from the audience, and presents the Offensive and Defensive Player of the Week awards. Plus, you'll get to hang out with other Wildcat fans and get the inside scoop on next week's game. So be sure to check out the Catbackers every Wednesday at 7 at Tuffy's. If you need something done around your house, chances are Beth's Busy Bees can get it done. They specialize in residential and commercial cleaning, but they can also do lawn care, small home remodeling and repair jobs, and even things like caregiving. Beth's Busy Bees is a small family-owned business, and they will treat you right every time. Call 815-685-9111 for Beth's Busy Bees today.
52-8, the lead for Wilmington here over Westmont, and that clock will run once the Cats actually kick that off. So Trey Shaw will get set to get up to Ball here from the 40, kicking off right to left. This one high and down to the 20-yard line, taken across the 25 to the 30, and out to the 35-yard line it goes. So Westmont will take over there. 1st and 10 as the clock will roll down under 10 minutes or so to go here in the third quarter. So you'll see a lot of different lineups here for Wilmington as we go through the third and fourth quarter. A chance to get a bunch of different guys in the game tonight. So out of the shotgun is Brenton Baldwin. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far. And keeping it is Baldwin. Breaks a couple of tackles across midfield. Baldwin is going to go for the touchdown. A 65-yard touchdown run for Brenton Baldwin. As the problem now for Wilmington is you could put in your second and third teamers and all that, but Westmont doesn't have a second team. I mean, they got what they got, so that goes into the end zone.
That's going to end up having the subs in against the first string, and there's a difference.
And Westmont, there isn't a second string.
No.
I mean, they've only got one thing. There's only 22 players in the team, so it's only so much you can do. 52-14, 9:27 to go here in the third. Trips receivers to the far side. And Baldwin will swing it left side, and that will not get there. That's actually a really good tackle on the far sideline by Anthony Romano, and the 2-point conversion is no good. 52-14 is the lead for Wilmington, 9:27 to go in the third. We'll take a break. Back with more Kansas football once again in just a moment on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
Warren's Collision Center is your hometown body shop. Your vehicle will get expert care with their drive-on frame rack and in their Bink spray booth. Warren's offers free estimates, pickup and delivery service, and they will get you set up with a loaner car while yours is in the shop. Warren's Collision Center is located at 242 North Front Street in Braidwood, or online anytime at warrenscollision.com. That's warrenscollision.com. Warren's Collision Center, where they care beyond the repair. Teresa's Family Styling Salon in Wilmington is an all-ages salon that will style your hair for that special look. They offer cuts, perms, and coloring for any fashion. They also carry Paul Mitchell and Brocato products. Teresa's Family Styling Salon is located in the Southgate Plaza in Wilmington, and you can call for an appointment at 815-476-1955. That's 815-476-1955.
All right, 9:27 to go here in the third quarter. 52-14 is the lead here. So a little short kick taken up at the 33, out across the 35 to the 40. And Wilmington's offense once again will take the field. And at this point, even Keaton Hopwood is off on the sideline. For Wilmington, no need to risk any injuries or anything here. So the new quarterback for Wilmington will be 5'8", 145-pound senior John Golson, who will take over under center. That clock will continue to roll after Wilmington stretch it to 40 points at one point here. So 1st and 10 for Wilmington from the 40. Pitch comes near side, out across the 45-yard line by Brock Bolzer. Gain of 5 yards and bring up 2nd and 5 for Wilmington. So 2nd down and 5 upcoming for the Cats. By the way, finally got a Hersher Plano score. Hersher leads the Reapers 33-6. So Hersher just blowing out Plano tonight. 2nd down and 5 for Wilmington. Handoff goes, I believe this is Chapman again, out near midfield. Pick up 4, close to 5. So it will be a 1st down off of gain of 5. So once again, John Golson running that offensive attack for Wilmington now. So 1st down and 10 for the Cats. Right dead center midfield. Pitch back to Rodewall inside the 45, down to the 44-yard line. Gain of 5, close to 6 on that run.
Nice job just picking his way through there, waiting for the block to open up the hole and stepping right through.
So 2nd down and 4 upcoming here. So I'll bring up 2nd and 4 here as Wilmington not in any big rush. And the handoff up the middle to the fullback Chapman. That will go for no gain. Bring up 3rd down and 4 now.
Something happened that handoff there. Wasn't a clean one, and kind of tied up things in the middle and gave the defense a chance to get in and stop it.
Well, Piatone having absolutely no problems with Reed Custer tonight.
Oh, yeah.
That score now 31-0. Bring up 3rd down and 5. Pitch goes off to Landon Flynn as he'll push ahead down near the 1st down marker. It'll bring up 4th down and a yard. Well, you want to talk about advantageous spots. There's been
there's been some good ones here.
couple. I mean, that's going a full 1.5 yards downfield. By the way, Michael Thompson was back in there for Westmont, but now he walks back off, kind of limping out of bounds. Bring up 4th down and a yard for Wilmington, and they will keep control of things here.
You know what? Who carried that ball last time? Okay.
I think it was Flynn, Landon Flynn. Bring up 4th down and a yard from the Westmont 41-yard line. And Golson's going to keep it himself, and he will pick up about 3 yards, maybe close to 4. And a Wilmington 1st down as the Cats just kind of churning through clock here. Ball down to the 38-yard line, Westmont, so a gain of 3. So 1st and 10 for the Cats. Some of these scores in the I-8 are starting to stretch out a little bit now. Coal City leads Streeter 31-0. Hersher over Plano 33-6. Piatone 31-0 over Reed Custer. Pitch back on the near side down to the 35-yard line. A pretty hard hit there.
Sure was.
After a gain of 3 as Brock Bolzer tried to work off the left side. Gain of 3, bring up 2nd down and 7. Down to 3:25 to go in the 3rd. And again, Wilmington more than happy to just turn off big chunks of clock here.
Yeah, that's what they really want to do. They just want to run that clock down, give their subs a little chance to work together and go home healthy.
2nd down and 7 here for Wilmington. Again, back to the double wing. This is Flynn off the right side, inside the 35. Down near the 32-yard line is Landon Flynn, a 5'8", 150-pound junior. Works ahead, picks up another 3, close to 4 yards on that carry. Bring up 3rd down and a long 3 for the Cats.
That clock still running. It's down to 2:34 left in the 3rd quarter now.
Seems like that clock is in slow motion.
They started out at 8:57. They've run off about 6.5 minutes so far.
Doesn't it seem way slower than that, though? It seems like it's just taking off slow as humanly possible. Pitch comes near side. This is going to be close to another 1st down for Wilmington. It'll be a gain of about 4. I believe that was Bolzer again on the carry.
We'll give him credit for it.
So under 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd as Wilmington leads at 52-14. And they've been on the march here for the better part of 6 minutes of this 3rd quarter. And the Cats taking every single second off that play clock every time they get the opportunity to, and just continue to kind of churn things forward and chew up some yardage. Under a minute and a half to go now in the 3rd. And we got a flag down. And it'll be a false start on Wilmington.
That drives the coach crazy there. Trying to run the clock and keep control of the ball. Get a penalty.
Well, anytime you have wholesale changes happening constantly,
it's normal.
It's really difficult to keep everybody on the same page. Under a minute to go now in the 3rd. So 1st and 15 from the 32-yard line now of Westmont. Pitch back to Flynn inside the 30. And we'll pick up a good 4 yards or so. Bring up 2nd down and 11 for
Did you by any chance watch the play clock that time? You got it on the 3 seconds and they shut it off.
Well,
they stopped it at 3 seconds.
That'll bring us to the end of quarter number 3. 52-14, the lead for Wilmington. This game was over a long, long time ago. Take a break. We'll come back with quarter number 4 in just a moment. You're listening to Wilmington Wildcats football on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
Ricchetti's Cafe and Pizzeria in Coal City is all about relaxing with family and friends while sharing an authentic Italian festival of food. They are the home of the Chicago-style deep dish pizza, but they also have a full menu, including pastas, burgers, salads, and more. Check out all of their daily specials, too, online at ricchettis.net. Ricchetti's Cafe and Pizzeria is at 375 South Broadway in Coal City, and they are open till midnight or later every night. Stop in for an authentic Italian experience at Ricchetti's. Pro Real Estate is a family-owned business established in 1983. Its staff and sales agents work in all areas of real estate sales, from first-time homebuyers to experienced investors. Located at 506 South Water Street in Wilmington, clients are welcome to stop by to discuss their real estate needs or visit our website at pro-homes.net. For a private consultation, contact us at 815-476-7916.
52-14 is the lead for Wilmington here over Westmont as we enter quarter number 4 of a game that's been over for a long time, since before halftime here tonight. Back to the double wing. Pitch goes left side, and that got blown up. That's Steve Bisgrove.
He's a little fella, isn't he?
At 5'10", 171 pounds, carrying that ball off the left side. And not a whole lot of room for him to run. So it'll bring up 3rd down and 17 for Wilmington. Ball back out to the 33-yard line as working our way through the 4th and final quarter. So 3rd down and 17 here. Up under center is Golson. And now he'll pitch it back right side, inside the 30. Down to the 27-yard line on the carry goes Brandon Harold.
Brandon Harold on the carry.
6 feet, 176 pounds. He'll bring up 4th and 10 for Wilmington. Ball at the 27 of Westmont. And this will get it down to within 10 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. So 4th and 10 here for the Cats. Back to the double wing again. And the pitch back, Bisgrove up the middle, gets down to the 20, and that's it before he's thrown to the ground. Give him a gain of about 7, but not enough for the first, and Westmont will take over 1st and 10 with 10 minutes and counting to go here in the 4th quarter. Be sure to stick around for our postgame show tonight, brought to you by Warren's Collision Center. Warren's, where they care beyond the repair. We'll get your final scoring totals here tonight. Look at all those stats. We'll also talk to Jeff Reintz, the head coach of the Wildcats here, get his thoughts on this game and look ahead to a big showdown with Piatone next week. So 2 receivers to the far side, 1 back to the near. Out of the shotgun is Baldwin. Drops back, looks left side, fires incomplete. That pass was intended for Michael Thompson, but nowhere near where he could actually catch that thing. Bring up 2nd down and 10.
Get this, in the second half, that's the first pass he's thrown. On the second play they've run. And in the second half, they've gained 63 yards in offense on the ground, but it was only 1 play. Actually, 65 yards.
Trips receivers to the far side, 2 back to the near. Swing pass caught and then moved up across the 25-yard line by Ishmael Cone. And so go out right about the 24-yard line or so. Gain of 4 yards on that pass play. Trips receivers to the far side, 2 back to the near. Baldwin out of the shotgun, fires, caught across the 25 to the 30, out across the 40, and to the 45-yard line it goes. A gain of 25 yards on that pass to Michael Thompson. As the clock will roll down under 8 minutes to go. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far. Baldwin out of that shotgun again. Takes the snap, fires right side. That pass is caught out near midfield by Alex Murata, 6'3", 225-pound junior. Bring up 2nd and 5 for Westmont. For Wilmington, just about everybody and their brother has been in this lineup tonight, somewhere out there. A whole new group in there again. 2nd and 5 for Westmont from midfield. And Baldwin's pass caught, although pressure right up the middle. This will be enough for a 1st down, a gain of 7 yards for Marotta. And it looked like Brenton Baldwin might have hit his hand on the helmet of Cameron Harbor, who was pressuring up the middle and bent over there, but now he's going to try to keep going. Under 7 minutes to go in the game. Ball down to the Wilmington 42-yard line. Trips receivers to the near side, 2 to the far. Baldwin out of the shotgun here. Takes the snap, swings it left side, incomplete. Off the hands of Ishmael Cone. Bring up 2nd and 10 for the Sentinels. Two receivers to the near side, 1 to the far. Baldwin out of the gun again with 1 running back to his right. Baldwin drops back, fires far side, incomplete. Overshot Thompson, his intended receiver, down around the 30-yard line or so. Bring up 3rd and 10 for Westmont. Under 6 minutes to go in the game. Once again, stick around for our post-game show brought to you by Warren's Collision Center. Warren's, where they care beyond the repair, over there in Braidwood, just across from McDonald's. They'll have their final stats. We'll talk to Coach Reentz tonight as well. Receiver in motion to the near side. That'll bring trips to the near side. Baldwin drops back to pass, fires at far side, and again it's dropped by Michael Thompson, who was open out in the flat, and it will bring up 4th down and 10. This will roll down the near 5 minutes to go. So 4th down and 10, 2 receivers to the near side, trips to the far. Baldwin drops back to pass, pressured, gets away, and now is sacked. Back at the 44-yard line. Good pressure by Wilmington. Coming away with the sack is Devin Hicks, 6 foot, 233-pound lineman. And Westmont will turn it over on downs. Wilmington will take over with 4:25 and counting at the Wildcats' 44-yard line. And Wilmington picks up a 1st down at some point during this drive. That will take care of the game.
Where did he go?
No. Mike Wilson, the PA announcer, just said, I got to go to the bathroom. He's done. 1st and 10. Handoff goes to Chapman. That gets stacked up out at the 45-yard line. Yes, the clock will continue to roll. Down to 3:30 to go. So I'll bring up 2nd down and 9. Again, Wilmington will be on the road next week to take on Piatone. By the way, Piatone absolutely annihilating Reed Custer tonight. It's 38-0 now. So now 2nd and 9 for the Cats. Down to 3 minutes to go in the game. Back to the double wing again. Pitch back.
Uh-oh.
This is Steve Bisgrove inside the 45-yard line of Westmont, down to the 44. A gain of 11 yards for Steve. And a Wilmington 1st down. Good piece of running there off the left side. And again, Wilmington now just about where you can take a knee. Not quite yet. But it's not far from that.
Well, the subs in there running their plays have done very well.
They have. They've chewed up a bunch of yards, that's for sure, and they've kept the ball for that 3rd quarter. They kept it for almost 7 minutes.
Yeah, I would say close to 8 minutes, 7 minutes, okay.
Back to the double wing again. 1st and 10 from the Westmont 44. Pitch back, and we have a flag down on the far sideline. And a false start on Wilmington. So the clock will roll as they back things up here. By the way, it does look like Morris is going to go to 3-0.
Good for them.
They're 41-12 up on Quincy Notre Dame.
41-12. Oh, my.
So I think for Wilmington now, you could take a couple of knees. This game will be over, and we can head over to Piatone next week. So 1st and 15, John Golson's just going to take a knee, and they'll have to do that once or twice more. But this game will be in the books. Wilmington's going to move to 2-1 on the year. Westmont will drop to 2-1. And Wilmington will head over to Piatone next week for what could effectively be the small division championship. I know that sounds weird to say this early, but that really could be it. Next week over there against the Blue Devils. So Golson will take a knee here, and the officials are just going to say that's it. They won't even bother to wind the clock again, and with 35 seconds left, both teams will head to the sideline. Our final tonight, Wilmington 52, Westmont 14, as both teams move to 2-1. Welcome into the postgame show brought to you by Warren's Collision Center. Warren's, where they care beyond the repair, over there in Braidwood, right across from McDonald's. Welcome into it. We'll have a final check of your stat totals here tonight. We'll also talk to the head coach of the Wildcats, Mr. Jeff Raines, and we'll have a final check of the IHSA football scoreboard brought to you by Odekirk, Allred, and Associates. All coming up on the postgame show brought to you by Warren's Collision Center. Back here in just a few minutes with all of that here on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
Breezer Construction Company is a proud supporter of Wilmington Wildcats football on the Christian Internet Sports Network. For over 40 years, Breezer Construction Company has led the way in providing quality construction to the industrial, utility, and pipeline industries. For more information on Breezer Construction Company, go to breezerconstruction.com. That's breezerconstruction.com. Or call 815-521-0900. When you need the very best representation on your side, the attorneys and staff at Odekirk, Allred & Associates are here to help with extensive professional experience in cases involving criminal defense, divorce, custody, personal injury, residential real estate, and driver's license reinstatement. Odekirk, Allred & Associates and its diverse team is prepared to commit personalized attention and aggressive representation to achieve positive outcomes for your most stressful legal issues. Odekirk, Allred & Associates has a team of highly skilled attorneys from the area, including Wilmington locals. Odekirk, Allred & Associates takes pride in its communication skills and unmatched reputation for success. Contact Odekirk, Allred & Associates at 815-740-1700 or stop by their new office location in Wilmington at 1095 South Water Street for your free consultation today.
Hey, Billy, where do you think you're going with that beer?
What's the big deal? He is at home.
Nice, Bob. Real nice.
Look, they're practically grown. They're juniors and seniors now, and they're here for the day. They're not going anywhere.
Yeah, that may be true for yours, but you can't let the others drink.
In Illinois, the social host law holds adults accountable for underage drinking.
If a minor who was drinking at your house injures or kills someone, you are guilty of a Class 4 felony. You get fined. You go to jail.
So, being the host, aka the adult, letting high schoolers drink is illegal.
Be their guide, don't provide. If you or someone you know abuses alcohol or drugs, please call 815-476-1660. Help is only a phone call away.
This ad is brought to you by the Wilmington Coalition for a Healthy Community in partnership with ONDCP and SAMHSA.
Quigley Technology Services is your local source for computer help. They have built numerous websites, including ours, here at the Christian Internet Sports Network. Quigley Technology Services also specializes in virus removal, so your computer will get back to full speed now. And you can trust them for first-class computer repair, including free local pickup and delivery, plus on-site service, including after hours. Contact Quigley Technology Services at 815-293-7844 or stop by at quigtech.com. That's QUIG tech.com.
Our final tonight, 52-14 is the win for Wilmington over Westmont. The Cats move to 1-0 in the small division of the Interstate 8, setting up a big showdown next week over at Piatone. As the Cats really had this thing wrapped up in the first half, and then after halftime it was just a chance to get a bunch of different guys in the game and just kind of work on some clack and do a few things to just get out of here at least somewhat healthy here tonight. Westmont at times showed a little bit of spark in a couple areas offensively, but they could not stay with Wilmington, especially on the defensive side of things. Our final stat totals, by the way, the postgame show brought to you by Warren's Collision Center. Warren's, where they care beyond the repair, right across the street from McDonald's there in Braidwood. Final totals, first of all, for Westmont rushing the football. Brenton Baldwin, 5 carries for 61 yards and a touchdown. 65 of those was on a keeper that went for that touchdown run. Troy Slicker, 3 rushes for 3 yards on the night. Westmont, 8 rushing attempts for 61 yards and a touchdown. Through the air, Brenton Baldwin was 16 of 31 for 174 yards, 1 touchdown and an interception. Ishmael Cohn, 3 receptions for 15 yards tonight. Troy Slicker, 1 reception for 1 yard. Jaden West, 3 receptions for 43 yards. James Marotta caught 2 passes for 12 yards tonight. Michael Thompson, 8 receptions for 103 yards and a touchdown. Westmont ends up with 174 yards through the air, 61 on the ground. That's 235 yards of offense for Westmont here tonight. For Wilmington rushing the football, and by the way, Keaton Hopwood was 0 for 1 through the air, so we'll just throw all the passing stats out the window. Keaton Hopwood, 2 rushes for 8 yards and a touchdown. John Golson, 1 carry for 3 yards. Jake Ronewald, 2 carries for 13 yards tonight. Landon Flynn ran the ball 3 times for 11 yards. Brandon Harold's 1 rush for 7 yards. Steve Bisgrove, 3 carries for 13 yards tonight. Brock Bolzer ran the ball 4 times for 22 yards. Sam Chapman, nice little night for him.
Yes.
7 carries, 61 yards, and a touchdown. Connor Dempsey ran the ball 9 times for 66 yards and a touchdown. Josh Jones, 11 carries, 105 yards, and 3 scores tonight. Matteo Lombardi, 9 carries, 174 yards, and 2 touchdowns. On the night, 52 carries, 483 yards, 8 touchdowns for Wilmington on the ground. Basically 500 yards of rushing and 8 touchdowns.
Yeah, and the starters did not run the ball the second half.
Yeah, it definitely could have been significantly worse than that. Wilmington outgains Westmont 483 to 235, and they win it easily tonight, 52-14, and that makes both teams 2-1. We'll talk to Coach Reintz here in just a moment as soon as he gets up here. In the meantime, we'll take our final check of the IHSA football scoreboard, brought to you by Odekirk Allred and Associates. They have offices in Joliet and now a new office in Wilmington as well. So a big thank you to Odekirk Allred and Associates for sponsoring the football scoreboard with us this year. We'll start in the Interstate 8. Coal City 38-0 over Streeter tonight. Piatone 45-0 over Reed Custer. That's the next opponent for Wilmington is Piatone. Herscher 33, Plano 6. Lyle 14-0 up on Seneca. Last time we heard. That's all of the Interstate 8 scores. Other scores from around the area. Morris 41, Quincy Notre Dame 12. Ooh. So that means the Redskins well on their way to being 3-0 this year. Minooka 21-0. That's now a final over Plainfield East. Providence leads St. Rita 13-7. Oswego 19, Joliet West 0. Plainfield Central, Plainfield South both tied at 14 here tonight. St. Patrick leads Joliet Catholic 20-14. That game getting late. Oswego East 35, Joliet Central 0. Bolingbrook 27-7 over Sandburg. Lockport leads Thornton 6-0. And the game of the night so far, Lincoln Way West 28-25 over Bradley Bourbonnais. That's the last score we heard there. Lincoln Way East 28, Andrew 2. Plainfield North defeats Romeoville tonight 47-0. Montini 28-7 over Fenwick. As get a couple of those finals tonight, but Interstate 8 tonight, kind of interesting. Coal City 38-0 over Streator. Herscher 33-6 over Plano. Lyle 14-0 over Seneca last time we heard, and Piatone 45-0 over Reed Custer tonight. We're joined by head coach of the Wildcats, Mr. Jeff Reitz, here in our postgame show brought to you by Warren's Collision Center. And Coach, this is a good return for your guys after taking a tough loss last week. Get everybody back on track, and the defense played well tonight. The offense was essentially unstoppable on the ground, and kind of a good rebound game, get things headed back in the right direction.
Yeah, it really was, and real happy with our kids' effort. I tell you, the one thing that we talked about, the difference between last week and this week, is you could tell on film we just weren't playing with a lot of emotion. And that had nothing to do with X's and O's. That had stuff to do with just your attitude and how you play the game. And tonight we played hard. We played well, and a lot of emotion, a lot of support. Glad all the kids got in. You know, a lot of kids, that helps your morale with the team and this and that. And all those kids played hard. I mean, the Chapman kid, you know, boy, he showed a few things at fullback. But all of our kids did a nice job. And so big team win, and, boy, we need that going into a big game with Piatone next week.
And Piatone at this point has been kind of running through some people. They beat Mantino relatively easily. They're up 45-0 in Reed Custer tonight. And Piatone kind of firing on all cylinders. Their first road game of the year going over there. And that should be real interesting next Friday.
Yeah, it should be. I mean, they got a lot of experience back, and they'll no doubt they'll be favored in that game. But great test for us to see where we're at again. You know, we played well against Ottawa. We played well here. You know, we stubbed our toe last week. So let's see what we can do against a great team in Piatone. And so we knew coming into the season, we talked preseason, you know, that Piatone has a lot of people back. So let's see how that goes. But great test for us, and we're looking forward to the challenge.
And it was interesting tonight, too, seeing different people in different pieces. We saw Josh Jones go to a wing back there, and then, of course, you mentioned Chapman coming in at fullback, and just getting some different looks at some guys where they could possibly be of some use in other positions here.
It really is, and boy, it was nice to see Josh get that wing back spot, and, again, it just adds to our power run game, you know, and our offensive line was clicking tonight, too. Didn't have to throw the ball much, but overall I was real happy the way the kids took care of the line of scrimmage. And you're right, and we give some kids some different looks, and that gives the other team that much more to prepare with. And, boy, Josh, you know, obviously he likes being a wingback.
Sure,
you know,
I bet he does.
I've been blocking for these guys my whole career. So, but to see Chapman come in, like I said before, I mean, and we had some other guys come in. Boy, great to see that, and that's going to help.
I told you one thing that I really liked tonight was the ability for that special teams unit, especially Trey, to get out there and get as many kicks tonight as there. And you saw it kind of, I mean, even though some of them went wide a couple of times, that picked up a little bit, both in how far they're going, the height. It just seemed like that started clicking a little bit more as the night went on.
I agree with you, and for a freshman kid to get that much experience is great. And the more you know, just like, you know, field goals and like shooting free throws. The more you do it, the better off you're going to be. So I know the coaches were really coaching hard, coaching them up on the sideline, trying to fix a few things here and there. But you know, obviously we're going to need everything next week, you know, when we go into that tough game with Piatone. But I like the way Trey's getting better. I really like our JV team's now 3-0.
Yeah,
that's huge for our program too. So hopefully we can keep that momentum going next week.
Well, Coach, congratulations on a good win here tonight, and our first opportunity to see kind of everybody in game action, get everybody in, and a good kind of tune-up, get everything pointed in the right direction for Piatone next week.
Yeah, it really is, and I really want to take my hats off to our coaching staff too. They did a really good job this week, staying positive, keeping everybody moving and shaking, and you know, obviously we got a big week this week too, but nice win tonight. Take a deep breath tonight, and then it's 100 mile an hour getting ready for Piatone. So thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Coach. Coach Jeff Reitz joining us here on the postgame show, brought to you by Warren's Collision Center. Warren's, where they care beyond the repair, over there in Braidwood, right across from McDonald's. Good opportunity for Wilmington to get kind of everything in there. We saw Trey getting some opportunity to kick. We're working on some different things and putting people in a few areas. The Cats kind of had it rolling tonight. hopefully that whole thing is pointed in the right direction for the first real true road game next week and true test of the year in Peatone. Plain and simple, that's going to be a good one next week.
It's going to be. If you can't be there, listen on here, because that's going to be a battle in the trenches. It's going to be an all-out war.
Yeah, that'll be a good one. All right, so the Cats get a win tonight, get back on the right side of things. 52-14 over Westmont. Both teams moved to 2-1. We'll say goodnight for now. We'll be back with you again next week from Peatone. We appreciate you guys sticking with us here tonight. A big thank you to all of our sponsors as well that have jumped on board for another year here. The Cats win. We'll see you next Friday night from Peatone. You've been listening